Good morning. Good morning. Happy Monday, everybody. All right. So let's talk a little bit about what's happening today in Scrims and in TFT. Enough about overpriced pieces of cardboard, right? I guess it's pieces of metal. Absolute insanity. We can talk a little bit more about it between games if you're interested, but we're gonna hop immediately into Scrims and check out what's happening. We got more people join the mix, right? Dankmemes and more NA players are waking up to join the Scrim gauntlet, so to speak. We're marching closer and closer to regionals. 4 days until regionals. Hope everyone had a nice Father's Day. I had a wonderful Father's Day. After I logged off yesterday, I did like a medium-sized stream yesterday, almost 6 hours. Spent a little bit more time with family. And I'm glad. That stuff is priceless. That stuff is priceless. Yeah, maybe I could have flew to Hartford and won the best of Ahri. Probably not going to actually do that because I'm not that good at Ahri. But instead, I decided to spend time with family, and that was priceless. It was good stuff. It was good stuff. My family gave me a lot of gifts. It was actually very cute. They gave me a bunch of TCG gifts, related gifts. It's pretty funny. Are you gonna do a full stream today? Yeah, I mean, I think so. I'll probably do scrims for 4 to 5 hours and then play for 3 to 4 hours. I mean, full streams are pretty long, right? It's like 8 to 8 hours or so. A full 8-hour workday. Looks like a lot of Fast 9 going down at the moment. We got Gnar, J or C on Vanguard AP. So a lot of level 9 in Gnar. I saw a meta read posted by Wasianiverson saying that he felt like Fast 9 AP was not very reliable, even though it's good if you can get there. Does seem to be a game where multiple players got there because they have birthday reunion. Birthday reunion group hug. Binteum looks primed to close it out, though, with his Sona and Vex setup. Graves, too. J or C. Dead. Okay. Dankmemes is going to get a second place here with Gnar. And I think that's going to be it. Looks like he took Golden Gamble and he got Radiant Rageblade on Gnar. Okay. Radiant Rageblade is not one of the good ones on Gnar. I think you want Radiant IE, but this is good enough, I think, to start things off. All right. So nice little warm up. We'll see like what people are up to, but for the most part, Graves looks pretty good. I think there's also a patch notes rundown that's going to be dropped today by Riot. I think Tim has that all squared away, right? So we should be getting the patch notes soon. I think that usually drops in about an hour and a half. Chugging along. Chugging along. Pretty soon, by the way, we're also going to get into the territory where people are screaming for 44 EWC. Wow, Dankmemes lost pretty handily. Looks like the Fast 9. Is that win out? Wow, Birthday Reunion win out. Okay. Binteum must have had a really, really strong early lead then. Binteum is back. Binteum is back. All right, let's take a look at other people's Scrim results. There's a whole entire lobby of results that we can look at. Give me a sec here. If you want to look at the Scrim results here of what people are posting. I mean, Fast on AP apparently is, quote, not that good, but is winning everything. Samira, Vex. Looks like we have Mech. Anima Mech, only a top 4. Gnar, Twisted Fate, Belveth, Jinx. Okay. Samira, AP, Caitlyn Aatrox reroll, right? We talked about how Caitlyn Aatrox reroll might actually have some legs. And you play 5 Nova with the Nova emblem on Corki. Looks like it's a top 4. Meepo was really contested this lobby. Okay, Veigar 3, Poppy 3. Morning, Mewtwo. Morning, Victor. Good to see you guys. Diana Aurora is also getting some popularity in Scrims. So these are some of the newer stuff. Caitlyn, Diana Aurora. I mean, Diana's been around. It's just that there's variations of Diana that's starting to get like more hooks, patch after patch. Looks like we got Aatrox reroll also being played without Caitlyn. Looks like he rolled for Caitlyn or Aatrox 3 without finding the Caitlyn 3. MF Lysandra. Yeah, I mean, it looks like pretty well. I mean, this looks like a pretty diverse meta. Nothing too much to mess with, right? Lysandra ended up winning 2 games. Oh no, this is the same lobby. Jinx 3, Anima cash out. Looks like a Riven 3 attempt. Some has 3 Thieves Gloves. Space Groove, Lysandra, Nova, Xayah, Gnar. Yeah. Same post as well. All right, let's see if there's any other games getting started here. Or is that the end of the block? I don't know if that's the end of the block. We can check in and watch the end of those other games. Maybe check the end of Darth Noob's game just for a minute or so. I gotta get out of this before I can look at it. Because I think they're doing scrim blocks, which means that they need to see all the scores input before they can start new games. Who are the favorites to win regionals? I mean, I think it's the usual suspects with a couple of more names thrown into the hat. I didn't actually finish my tier list from a couple days ago. But I would have to say that it's probably the same people that you're used to seeing. But I would say that, like, based off his current results, you have to put Soju into the mix. The issue is that I don't think Soju... I think, once again, Soju's not really motivated to scrim. This kind of happens pretty regularly with Soju. By the end of the season, he's just not that invested in as much in grinding. I think he does, like, most of the grinding early on. And I think for him, he views, like, regionals as just, like, another event, but he would rather focus on Worlds and EWC. Can't believe you didn't believe me that I met T-Lights and Cam on a hike in Seattle. That was you? I thought that was someone else. To be fair, in my defense, chat usually doesn't tell me anything that's true. They usually just say things that are strictly false. So you can't even blame me, man, for not trusting. Oh, wait. Oh, Soju is scrimming. Oh. Looks like he went 5th. Oh, he actually changed his name. The name changed 1996. Oh, I don't have him added on PBE. Oh, interesting. Okay, in that case, I'm ready to put him back in. Name change 1996. Darth on Vhagar. Soju looks like he played too tanky and then did not hit. If he did hit, he'd probably be in the top 4. Listen, Vhagar. A lot of one-cost domination. Worked away Poppy, Darth Noob, top 4. The third row Jinx tech. Yeah, so you can, like, rush your opponents down quicker, right? Nova, fast 9. Graves Vex. Money Monsoon. A lot of Birthday Union, a lot of Calc Loss. Loot Singularity. Construct a Companion, hold the line. Sword Overflow into 4 Death Blades. My god. Degree at 89. I think I put Degree pretty high for a tier 2 player. I think I had him in high C tier. I have to go back and actually look at my tier list. Let me see. I think CLE dropped me some information. CLE dropped me the tier list, and I haven't finished it. Oh, it's good. They saved my progress. I think I had Degree up here, which is pretty high for tier 2. I'll probably do this between games. Work on my tier list. Work on my regional tiers. There's a lot of people. There's a lot of people to go through. I mean, Degree looks like he's steamrolling. Construct a Companion, Loose Singularity, Lysandra 3 could hold the line. This looks like disgusting. I've seen so many Lysandras win the game when they hit hold the line in Jhin. I think it's really hard to stop. Choke here if he has buckshots. and laser ballistics. Choke is the most common. Reduce that projectile spread and focus fire that damage and win the game. Looks like he was holding Jhin to stop Degree from hitting Jhin 2, but that's going to be too late, so you can sell that. And pretty much capped out boards from both sides. Just no items on Jhin. How big is this Cho'Gath? 8,000 HP. Whew. Is Hold the Line just the best Prismatic augment? It's probably the best combat Prismatic. Because yeah, it gives you a ridiculous amount. 8 AD, 9 AP times 7, so just a lot of crazy stats for your entire backline damage. 89 HP, not even close. Steamrolled. That's the game over. Degree looking all right, man. If you guys might not remember, but Degree made Final Lobby at Set 10 Worlds and was a dark horse to actually win the whole thing. He was beast moding. Looks like the blocks might be over and they're going to do some follow-up post-block scrims. Let me see. The only thing I would say is that I think there's a kind of a lack of AP flex at the 4-cost level. The 4-cost level, I would say that I think they buff LeBlanc and Karma, but I guess it's just not really enough. And 4-cost AP is like not really that featured. A lot of 3-cost reroll, a lot of 1 and 2-cost reroll. I'd love to see more of AP being featured as well. Some Pikes, though. It's probably his Exalted Adventure. Here. Because I feel like AP right now is missing like the 4-cost lines, right? You could play it for like a 5th or a 6th, but it's just generally not very strong. At least that's the kind of the impression that I get. They're going to do some follow-up scrims, yeah? I think they're going to be doing some follow-up scrims. I might have joined towards the end of it. I mean, they start really early. Do they have the scores at all anywhere? I kind of want to look at the scores. Let me ask. Does anyone have score sheet of scrim results? Can't believe you didn't believe me that I met T-Lights and Cam on a hike in Seattle. Bro, I already answered that. Are you that hurt that you ask it twice in 10 minutes? All right, let me take a look. So we have Prestivent starting a scrim up. Looks like are they getting the new lobby together? Is that what's going on? As a newer player, I don't understand the balance team on why it feels like they dislike AP from all the scrim streams I've been watching. Streamer says AP is trash and stay away from it, even the Fast 9. So why is AP been non-existent for 4 patches? Why is AP been non-existent for 4 patches? Because they actually do buff AP, but the problems of AP are more foundational and systemic than just buffing a single unit. Like they did buff AP. It's weird that you're like, I mean the language that you guys are using is so extreme. You're saying why do they hate AP? They're buffing AP, man. They're buffing AP. They buffed AP like multiple patches in a row. But why hasn't the better question is how come the buffs haven't really resulted in an AP being more prominently featured? And the answer is because there's the strength of other things relative to AP is just better. Like they buff LeBlanc, they buff Morgana, they buffed Karma, they buffed Victor, right? Even buffing things like Twisted Fate should help theoretically early game of AP as well as like early AP holders. They buffed all those things. It's just not enough because other things are even stronger. AP is fine. I'll do fine in a tournament. I don't know if AP is fine. I think AP is like a cut below a lot of other stuff, personally. All right, let's go ahead and hop on board wages POV. I think AP is definitely a little bit on the weaker side at the moment. All right. Let me see if I can continue to work on my regionals tier list here. I don't think AP is fine. I think AP needs some help, but I think that AP is it needs too many special conditions for it to pop off. The problem with AP is that it needs something besides just hitting the board. You need like an emblem. You need like a good artifact, something like that. Radiant item, an augment. It's too conditional. Michael, I think Michael this set has kind of been hit or miss. So I'm gonna put him in B tier, probably somewhere around here. Week 1. Metzo's improved. I'd still think that he's a dark horse, like Indeed though. Millennium Fox has had okay moments, some really bad moments. I think I put him right around here, middle of the pack. Phoenix is like he's also really streaky. I think he probably goes somewhere around here. When Phoenix is like good, he's looking really good, and then other games he just looks like he's not a threat. Pocky Gum. I don't even know where Pocky Gum is right now. I have to look at his leaderboard or see how much he's actually playing. Greg. His username is Greg's Weakest Chud. This guy's playing. He's not really playing, huh? He actually decayed. Not really playing very much. Okay.
You will know your place.
Wow, look at this. We got Wasian and Soju. Number 1 and number 2 in America is scrimming right now. Would you believe it? Would you believe it? K3soju Scrim. All right, what are we at? We're at Prismatic Party. And we have Ahri and Asol. I swear I've been hearing Pocky doesn't even play this set for 5 sets straight. He actually did play though. The reason why it's hard to see if he's playing the set is because he changes his username every set. So it's hard to track him. That's why people keep saying that. Didn't Dishsoap and Wasian both lower Sona on TFT Academy to like low B? Didn't Dishsoap and Wasian both lower Sona on TFT Academy to like low B? I think you might be missing one other person in that equation, by the way. Might be missing one person. One important figure in that sentence. Petition to change Sona image to Blitz Fast 9. So you're telling me that if you hit Blitz 2, you win the game? I don't think so, necessarily. You go to 9, you hit Blitz 2, you're not exactly stable yet. All right, take a look at, let's take a look at what Soju's doing. Expect unexpectedness into 5-item opener. Prismatic Party. Gets a Tactician's Crown. Wow. That is a great start. Hansung Jong, the hardest worker. Titanic Hydra, start things off with Living Forge. Really good with a bunch of melee carries. This is Wasianiverson. Thinking about Expect Unexpectedness, Forge and Strength. Both are like high potential options. I think Forge and Strength is, oddly enough, less variance than Expect Unexpectedness. Takes Hedge Fund. Oh, wow. That was the option I was expecting the least. It's also the least variance. Takes the no Gamba strat. Is Soju undercover? Not really. No, it's just his PBE username that he changed a while ago, and I think he picked this one up because he got a sponsorship that I think his username in the past was Show Caulk 1996, and I think he was sponsored by Progressive, and I don't think he was supposed to show that because I think it's like bad for the sponsorship segment. So I think he changed his username. Nashor's JG. Or Nashor's Shojin, missing the JG. We got a Forge and Strength. Death Defiance from Mori. And then we have a Living Forge, Soraka's Miracle. A lot of artifacts. Econ, or some high variance augments like Flexible and Expect and Unexpectedness. So we have Meepo for Grea. Probably just has to commit to Meepo then. 7 Meepo is good for the print. Gonna be an easy win here for Soju because he has 5 units and he has a 2-item Vhagar, so it's gonna be pretty good. Can't make 10 though. Poppy pair, Meepsy pair. Commits to MF as a better replicator, but it would cost gold. Plus she's doing AD damage, so it's fine. I think this is okay. So then the question is Soju gonna be the thing is Expect and Unexpectedness giving a Tactician's Crown means that his econ's gonna be a lot lower, so he needs to streak here. Because this Tactician's Crown just taxes you every round, and you're gonna be a lot poorer than you usually are because you have to field an extra unit, and that extra unit every single turn just takes away from your econ unless you're able to win streak. So how is he going to navigate this? Is he gonna go into like a level 8 board? Is he gonna play into Vhagar knowing that someone else has a Meepo emblem? Wasian, is he just gonna try to play True Fast 9? Trait Quest. Wow. Really powerful for the flexible guy. No rod for Soju. Unlucky. That's what's wrong with the artifacts. A lot of people, there's still 3 people streaking right now. Mori lose streaking with Forge and Strength and Comeback Story. I think we saw Ironbog play Comeback Story, and he played full 10 loss into Xayah. This is Fountain Xayah? Oh no, it's Medallion Xayah. Whoops. Medallion is a lot worse than that, so I don't think that's like one option you should think about. So if you're keying, you might have to reconsider what you play towards. I am curious what he's going to be thinking about with Comeback Story. The other one would be Master Yi, playing Marauder's Master Yi. Living Forge, Soraka's Miracle, Shojin. Wasian has each interest you gain print Leona. Right. Oh, okay. So he has oh, wait a second. I just realized that his Arbiter has really good synergy with Hedge Fund. So at 10 interest, he'll print 2 Leonas. Oh, that actually makes a lot of sense. Because he already knew his Arbiter before his Hedge Fund. So he's actually gonna double print Leona, guaranteed. But he needs to find 3 Arbiter, right? Because I don't think you're allowed to. I don't think you can get 2 Leonas until you have 3 Arbiter. Oh. So he was hoping to lose. So the strategy was to hope to lose early, find an early Diana off of maybe the God's Blessing. Unless I'm missing something. For each interest, you also have 20%. So if he has 10 interest and 20% each on 2 Arbiter, he still can't print 2 Leonas, right? Because he doesn't have 3. I think that makes sense. Epicnomics in display. That's right, man. It's all about the econ. All about that econ. Okay, Wasianiverson. Only prints 1 Leona, that's right. Okay. Should be at 100 at 3-2. Soju win streaking, level 5. 6 units. Hits a Meepsy too, that's huge. Needs to find that rod. Kansan Jung probably going to play towards Mastery. He does have the... he does have Stargaze on the bench. Target Optic locks. See what Soju gets. He gets Shojin, no rod. Oof. It's going to be brutal. No rods across all these components. Expecting unexpectedness. And then we'll take a look at what Flexible gets as well. Just gold. So he's going to level here. Grea gets a Space Groove Emblem. Does he reforge that? Maple Space Groove. Space Groove is like pretty flexible in quotation marks in the sense that you could just get value off of it. So he just plays that. Wasian at 80. So he levels to 6. 7 units. Plays an Akali. Oh, Akali adds precision. So now his Veigar can crit. Interesting. Nice. The thing is, you still want the Jewel Gauntlet just for the crit chance. But yes, that is nice. A nice little heads up inclusion there. I like it. Wasian gets a narrow loss here. Prints one more Leona. He's at 8 Leonas. Golden Gamba sounds really nasty, because if you can get Golden Gamba and get into a Radiant Stone Plate on Leona 4, that does sound pretty good. There should be 6 trees for the Akali. Oh, you're right. He got an emblem. He got an Arbiter emblem. Sweet Treats is interesting because he has extra items. I don't mind Belt Overflow from this perspective of he has no tank items. He reforged into a Brawler emblem. Oh, Bronze for Life is really good with +1. I think he would take Bronze for Life here. Takes Baron's Lair. That's also reasonable. It's actually a hybrid. It's like combat and he has no tank items, but like we were talking about. Golden Gamba and Wasian misses. It's unfortunate. Maladjust. Why spending into Medallion Lulu? Okay. Grea. New recruits. Level up and hedge fund. Oh my goodness. Maris is fast 10. Invested plus Living Forge. So it's racking up the econ. So Council Jungle is like losing a lot. Forged in Strength Pandoras. Wow. Okay, so Mori is going for the full Gamba. He's going to lose as fast as he can and then roll everything. Who got their trade quests? Challenger Emblem. No trade quest for Wasianiverson. Has his Leona 3. Trade quest. Trade quest. Looks like Grea got a Challenger Emblem. He's going to reforge both, maybe. He's not reforging it yet. He might keep it on for a little bit and then reforge later. I believe he already got his cash out. The fact that he has it though with Flexible is kind of nice. These late game boards are going to be sick. Yeah, the late game boards are going to be explosive. So you're trying to see if he can keep his win streak here. Honestly, if Grea reforged that emblem and got something better, it might be the diff. No, Soju loses his streak. Grea's on a win streak. That's huge for Grea. Wasian gets a pretty crucial win. Star Request, shared wealth, a lot of gold. 10 gold available at max for each of these players. I have to imagine most people are gonna be clicking on Asol here, or actually a lot of people are clicking Ahri. Actually, a lot of people are clicking Ahri, I guess. Huh. A good number of people clicking Ahri just for the guarantee gold. I guess it's because Wasian needs that gold immediately. And a lot of people might be clicking Ahri. Okay, nice. Soju's playing? Yeah, Soju is playing. I think actually enough people clicked this so that people got 10 gold. Wasianiverson leveling for a mech 2. That's huge. And now he's going to be playing Asol. I think he might have to abandon the 3-star plan or the 4-star plan for Leona. He's too far away. He didn't natural Diana, so he's just playing it for a free Leona 3 and then going to push levels. The Forge of Strength cash out. Radiant Edge Knight, Gold Collector, Zone. He's rolling all of these things. He's gambling again. And the question becomes, what is he going to try to play towards? He's probably going to try to play towards mech, right? I imagine. But Wasianiverson already has a 2-star Galio. So he's going to roll his 4 special items. Oh, okay. Shiv is probably reasonable. He gets another emblem. He's going to roll all 5 of these things, the rating items and the 3 artifacts. He has Reforgers. I feel like Shiv is something you can keep. That's generically good. Radiant Void Staff. Okay, I think you keep that and then you reforge this Void Staff. Yeah, Radiant Void Staff. I actually would even keep Void Gauntlet here. He's gonna go into Vanguards. Keeps the Vanguard emblem. Dude, Mori is just straight gambling, man. This is like full Twitch chat mode. You should take Pandora's and Forge Rank. You can get the perfect artifacts. Makes it JG. No Void Gauntlet. I guess like he has good LeBlanc items. Death Cap, Rage Blade. I mean, I would take this. I would take this. These are completely reasonable. I would play into LeBlanc, Vanguards, and go Rage Blade, Blue, BJ, and Death Cap. And then go Void Staff. Yeah, Void Staff, Eternal Pact. Eternal Pact is your mana. Gonna roll this. He doesn't want Mogul's Mail either. You want something better? I mean, Obsession is also fine as well. Attack speed and damage amp. Oh, sorry. Various Deception is not attack speed. It's damage amp and stacking AD and AP. Oh my god, he is so poor. Bard. Nami 2 is huge. No replicator. Oh, he does have replicator. He has the Pantheon. Okay. Okay. I probably go versus Obsession. Yeah, his tank is a 1-star Pantheon. He's not going to accept Obsession. He has to. You must. It's completely unacceptable to not to roll this, I think. Wasianiverson on 132 gold. He can fast 9 next turn. He won't have gold to roll. Even though he has 132 gold, he actually doesn't have enough gold to roll at 9. He has enough gold to get to 9, but not roll. Money Monsoon, Belt Overflow, and New Recruit. I mean, money. How close is he to level 9? He's actually going to roll an 8 first. Looking for Asol 2. Okay. He might stop here. And then try to look to push to 9. This guy took Call the Chaos and got Golden Egg. Oh my god. Oh my god. Mori is cooked, man. Vested Plus. Kian's gonna try to go for a fast 9. A level 9 push. Band of 3s for Maris. Already went to 9. Blitz 2, Shen 2. Didn't pick up his orb. His orb has all Steve's gloves. All of his Steve's gloves are at home. He left his gloves at home. Oh my god. You gotta pick that up, buddy. You gotta pick those up. Big time win for Mori. He needs to win, I think, 4 fights to get out of this golden egg. To get this golden. Kang Sung Jong also got a golden egg. Yikes. He might be bot 4 now. This golden egg is just a huge liability for a lot of these people. Soju printing the Vagars. Grea printing the Veigar. So both of these guys got Veigar print online. So just frontline is not that good. He took new recruit. He's hoping that just by the sheer value of his tempo and augments, he's gonna do it. Soju's augments are really good. Grea has good scaling. Double Meeple. Grea's going for 10 Meeple. Hold on a second. Maladjust, no 3-stars yet. Wait a second. Soju's printing Veigars, but he has a Sona 2 on 8. What? And his Sona 2 has also the command mod to drop gold on kills. New recruit doesn't even give you a duplicate anymore. How does this even happen? Kansonjong loses again by a landslide. This is going to get way out of control. The people who are behind, the Prismatic lobby is spiraling way out of control. Kian down to just 13 HP. He's going to get to level 9 next turn. Low health quest, 21 gold, 21 gold. Another gold augment coming into play. It's gained 21 gold for a couple of these guys. If I'm Kansonjong below, I'm ripping that. That's 10 Meeple confirmed. He doesn't have Bard. But that feels almost all but guaranteed. I'm convinced this is Twitch chat scrims. I mean, this guy has the ultimate trifecta. Gamba augment into Mega into Gamba it double down into Call the Chaos Golden Egg. Vex 2 for Maris. Kian level 9. Invested plus. Late to the party, but he still gets Graves too. Vex pair. Jin 2. Sells Jin. Radiant TG probably has to go on Graves. Double Vow Sunfire on Shen. Nunu does get the cast off. Not the full cast, though. And looks like he is going to potentially die here to Maris. This Gray's actually rolled really good TG items, though. Really, really good TG items. Wow. This Gray is actually rolling Radiant Quicksilver and Radiant Rageblade is insane for him. I believe Maris is going to cash out. Maris took 7 free rerolls. Kansonjong gets a huge win for his golden egg. Mori gets another win. He won 3 rounds of post golden egg on 1-star mech, 1-star Asol. How's that even possible? You beat Wasian, you beat Grea, you beat Maris. That's a really bad sign. I thought Mori was going to be cooked. His board was mostly 1-star, but it looks like he's pulling through. He has to win 1 more fight, and I think he's guaranteed a cash. Just playing with his extra Stargazer emblem, playing a Corki instead of the Twist of Fate. Going against the Golden Egg from Kansonjong. See if Mori can do this. Mori going against Kian. Kian rolls another Radiant Rageblade on Graves, getting completely overwhelmed. 19 down to 6. Soju gets another win. Grea full on trying to get to 10 Meeple. The thing about 10 Meeple is that you need to be level 10. So he has Veigar 3. And I don't know if... Oh, he has new recruits, so he can actually get it on 9. Grea rolling a lot. I would be worried about rolling too much gold here. What's he looking for? He was looking for a tank item? I think he was looking for extra gold. So now he has to roll and find Bard. And Corki. Doesn't have Corki. He doesn't have Corki. I mean, other people have the Corki, right? Wasianiverson. Wait a second. Where... Does anyone know this guy is one off Tahm Kench 3? Kansonjong is one off Tahm Kench 3. I don't think anyone's like paying attention to it. He has a duplicator. Kansonjong is one off TK3. And because everyone's playing like the same 4 costs, everyone's playing like Nunu and double Galio, right? Rammus and Corki all being... We found the Corki. No 10 Meeple for Grea. 5 versus 3. One of these golden egg players is going to get a win. And if it's Mori, Mori's going to cash out next turn, I think. Oh, Mori's dead. Actually, it's really close. Karma. Oh my god, the Karma. He's dead. Mori dies with golden egg on the bench. Wasianiverson down to 13. Kanson Jong, one more TK. Roll. No TK3. Grea. Finds Corki. No Bard. No 10 Meeple, but he did win his previous fight. Wasianiverson was 6. He's at 8. He's at 8. He's rolling for Galio 3. He's rolling for Galio 3. Is anyone stopping him? There's a TK. There's a TK. He's not buying it. He's not buying it. Is anyone holding Galios? Grea's holding 1 Galio. Galio 3 for Wasianiverson anyways. Grea was holding. He hits it anyways. Steric's gauge is actually, I believe, optimal for Galio. Now you can deal damage. Oh my god, 7350 physical damage. This Galio 3, because it's 2 times the value of a regular unit, the 3-star Asol and a mech is very powerful. Maris is going to die off here in 7th place. Kanson Jong, 1 off Tom Camps 3. Is he going to get the cash out? He's still 1 turn away. No TK3. Grea still no 10 Meeple. Rolling. Kanson Jong selling his board. No TK3. Has to start to sell. Oh, TK3. TK3's arrived. Is that going to be enough? Wasianiverson in his pool. He might actually just queue up into Wasianiverson. Might as well buy the TF here. Does not do it. He puts Quicksilver on TF. Going against Grea. Grea's still at 7 Meeple. Wasianiverson unmech'd? Oh, is that right? I think you want to mech him. Wow. Straight up Bruiser TK. He put Bruiser TK because he needs the items, the offensive items to actually win the fight. Looks like he may have sold too much of his board, unless TK can just go infinite and heal here. Oh my god, just a little bit short. TK3 in 6th place. Wait, he unmech'd? It looks like he's mech'd to me. Maladjust gets his Living Forge activated again. Finally, Grea gets 10 Meeple. 10 Meeple hath arrived. Now, here's the thing. Can Wasianiverson go for double 3-star 4 cost? I don't think so. Maladjust makes it to 9, somehow rolling on why spending gets another artifact. I don't think that's going to be good enough. Maybe a tank item. Going up against the Meep Lords for Grea. 10 Meeple, because how easy it is to access, is on the weaker side of Prismatic traits, but I still think it should be good enough to win here. I'd be surprised if it wasn't. Just because there's a lot of frontline to go through. Wait a second. Oh my god! This Morgana is so tanky. That was kind of close. Maladjust is dead. That was actually kind of close. Whew. Wasianiverson at 6 Asols. If Grea gets 2-star everything, I think if he gets 2-star Corki and 2-star Bard, that probably should be enough to close it out. Soju just relaxing and cruising to a potential 2nd here. If Grea can kill Wasianiverson, Soju cruises to a high tempo 2nd place. That's his MO. So now all eyes are on whether or not Wasianiverson versus Grea, who's going to win. Oh, this is the Grea's Ghost. Grea's facing Soju's Real. I think we should pay attention to this, though. Get a good glimpse of what's going to happen here. Wasian has an emblem on the bench. Reforge into a sniper emblem. Oh my god, the Meepo died immediately. The Meepo got immediately deleted by the mech. Okay, is that ghost diff or is that actual indicator? Is that an actual indicator of real strength? Dragon steal attempt coming out from everybody. Everyone has a bard. Everyone can steal the dragon here. Wasian might not be able to afford the slots. He's playing 5 mecha. I feel like you should just, if you're going to play 5 mecha, I feel like you should just go for the 6 mecha. Might as well just transform the Urgot as well. Unless we feel like Urgot no transform is better than transform Urgot. No steal for Soju. No steal for... Oh, no steal for Grea, sorry. No steal for Soju. Soju makes it to 10. Rolls. Denying bards. Wasian hits Morgana. Rolling again. 7 Asols. 8 Asols. 8 Aurelian Souls. No one denying. Wasian confident that he can probably win this fight. He's at 16 HP. If he loses by 4, he's dead. If I were him, I feel like I would just try to see if it roll just in case. Here we go. Big indicator to figure out where we are. Oh my god, 10 people. 46,000 damage instantly dealt. AoE to all the Meepo. I think Wasian won the game. Wow. This mech is crazy. You can start to see why in the stats, 3-star Mighty Mech was the best 3-star forecast by a big margin. You can understand why. It's worth twice the value of a regular unit. And the 10 Meep Lords, the big thing about 10 Meep Lords is that you have a crazy infinite frontline source, right? Quote infinite. You have a ton of health. The mech gets surrounded and does an AoE damage to all units in the 2-hex range. And he just one-shots everything. So Wasianiverson right now primed to close out. This Galio 3 is more than enough to handle it. A crazy world where Grea somehow might go third. No, I don't think he's going to go third because I'm pretty sure Wasian clears Soju's board and Soju doesn't kill enough. And Grea actually beats the Ghost. Soju scans into a 3rd place. Can we go for an Asol 3? Why not? Also, I heard something funny. Asol 3 unmeched is stronger than meched Asol 3 because the beam does more more instantaneous damage. You have to wait for each of the fighters to shoot out. Hey, you're talking about like the speed, time to kill. It's better to unmech the Asol. Wasianiverson trying to go for a true surround here. Okay. And I don't really know that if there's much Grea can do because he's trying to have the Meep Lords not immediately surround the mech, but it's just impossible here, I think. Oh my god, it's an instant 40k as soon as he casts, and then he just casts again, another 20k, and like Grea is trying to fan out as much as he can, but there's just no stopping it, man. Good to go. Never go for Prismatic Meeple. I mean, it was good enough for 2nd place. But Prismatic Meeple is not an auto win because if you have 7 Meeple, you have like an econ engine to get you to level 10. What a crazy, crazy game. That game was insane. Why is everyone playing PBE? Because we have regionals. This is the patch for regionals. The live patch is not going to be what they play for regionals, so they're just getting practice on regionals patch. All right, we're going to run some ads. We'll be back in a couple minutes. Man, that was a crazy game. That was fun. Prestivent. I'm going to put Prestivent in A tier. Ripple Overdrive. Probably high B. But he is tier 2, I think. Shaco. Just didn't see. Shoma. I think I put him in C here as well. Shoma. Yeah, this seems about right. Soulless. I'm gonna put Soulless in D tier. I'm sorry, Soulless. I want to see a good run out of Soulless. I don't feel I think Souls is like more than capable of doing all right, but it's hard when you're playing from I think play-ins. I think Souls is playing in play-ins. Play-ins is the hardest spot to start from in regionals. You're the furthest back, you're the least chance. Emblem Ensemble. Wow, if the craziness wasn't enough last game. Emblem Ensemble. The Fountain. And then Kayle and Thresh. Was that game not a banger? Or is that just me? Maybe I think I was the only one that enjoyed that game. I think a lot of people just rolled their eyes and be like, all right, another Prismatic lobby. So boring. I enjoyed that game though. Warpath, Spirit Redemption, and early learnings. I think I'm surprised he wouldn't consider taking Warpath. I guess he doesn't have any. Oh, I thought he had upgrades. Never mind. Malware Matrix, Drone Uplink takes Hustler. Ooh, I think that augment is kind of weak. Unless you can win streak. Maybe the Tempo Timothy is back at it again. Not taking Dawn Core for Kansung Jong. Interesting. Takes Blighting Jewel off of Forge. Treasure Hunt for Wasianiverson. Timebreaker. Bastion Vanguard. Pretty flexible. Play flexible augments. He could probably play as into Jinx if he wants to. Salvage Bin. Stargazer Challenger. Stargazer's the Fountain, right? Grea. Cluttered Mind. Backline Blueprint. Shepherd. Darkstar. Rogue. Concentration. Concentration. Oh, man. I know a lot of people think Concentration is not that good of an augment, so... What's his Arbiter? 5% chance to get 3 gold at the end when they attack 3 times. Interesting. Interesting. Okay, we'll see. We'll see if that's good. Kian looks like he also wants to play Challengers. Challenger Rogue. So if Wasianiverson sees that, what is he going to try to play to with this treasure hunt? It's possible Vanguard Diana. From who? Arbiter player? The thing about Vanguard Diana is you need to have a good Arbiter, though. I'm convinced this comp is Gigabait. Vanguard Diana, it's good if you... But you need so many conditions to line up. You need a good Arbiter. You need good Econ. You need good Tempo. You need an early Diana, and you need to have good items. And you want to have, like, a good God boon. Like, that favors it. Varus is good. Yasuo is good. So, 4th state every game? Yes, exactly. Gnar 2. Good for Soju. Hustler, and he lost immediately. Oh. Hustler, to me, it's actually fine if he, like, streaks from this point on, but losing the first fight is not good. Hustler is just low cap. I mean, Soju's strategy is just to farm top 4s, right? His strategy is, like, play good tempo game plans, top 4. Don't try to get fancy with doing some crazy, like, 10 loss into win out. Calculated loss. Horrible Forge. Rogue, Shepherd, and Darkstar. Okay, that seems pretty reasonable to lean into the Darkstar line as well. So we got most people on their lines. I think a couple of people I don't know what their line is. Like, I don't know what Soju's playing towards. Soju lost again. Oh god. Is he playing towards Yi? He might be playing towards Yi. He has IE slammed. Yeah. I think Soju's might be in a bad spot. We shall see. Morgana. I mean, Morgana's like fine. I mean, you're supposed to level here because you're playing Hustler. You just force streak every single time. So you level, play this. He might. I wonder if he's playing towards Samira. Samira and just splash in like Voyager maybe or Pike maybe. Not playing Morg here. Okay. Also, Challenger Emblem is probably better on Gnar than it is. Because, like, the psionic item doesn't really have to be on a psionic unit. So, if he could find a way to play Challenger on Gnar, it would have been better, I think. He can go for psionic mastery. He could. He could. It's good in the mid game. It's not that good late game. But he could. What's the second psionic item? I think it was drone. Yeah. I mean, I think the 4 psionic is like good for tempo because you get 2 free items early and it lines up with Hustler. But I think Soju Star is like so awkward because he's on mixed streak. He's on mixed streak. And these guys who are win streaking, Emblem Ensemble with the backline blueprint. Looks like he even might be somewhat contested. Fountain Xayah. I think it's oh, he has salvage bin. Sorry. I just saw last Whisper, Even Shroud, Sunfire. And I was squinting my eyes a little bit, but he has salvage bin. Frodan Guides. Last Whisper, Even Shroud. I mean, sometimes you just have to make sure, man. You're telling me sometimes you guys drive without car insurance? I just got offered going long augment earlier. What's the difference between that and Hustler? What's the difference between going long and Hustler? They're quite similar. The difference is that Hustler actually gives you some gold every turn. Going long gives you pure EXP. Arbiter +1. Did he get Leona print? I think he did. I think it was the other guy that had gold. I think it was Maris. Maris had gold generation, right? I wish it showed you how much gold it generated. You're telling me this shrimp fried this rice? Driving with 2 car insurance just in case. I mean, sometimes, yeah. But the thing is, it's 2 different types of car insurance, isn't it? It's like driving with car insurance and life insurance. Sometimes it's good to have different types. Even Shroud, like what happens when your Even Shroud dies? When your Even Shroud dies, that's right. You have no more Sunder on the front line, so it's good to have Last Whisper just in case. My mom is so obsessed with life insurance. She keeps asking me, even though I have a policy, she keeps asking me if my policy is enough. She's like, but what happens if you go to an event and then there's a crazy person that just plays too much Call of Duty and then brings a gun? And I'm like, what are you talking about? Like, you never know, man. Do you have it? Like, what will you leave your family? I'm like, I already have a life insurance policy. I don't know what you... Like, I'm not that valuable of I can't... We want me to take like a $10 million insurance plan? At that point, if I could convince somebody of that, my family will be pretty well off. I was very careful about trying to say that I would commit insurance fraud there because I don't think I would. It's not worth, man. I'd fake my own death, man. $10 million. That's a rogue diff. Yeah, rogue there was really clutch. But I was gonna make a joke about committing some life insurance fraud, but you don't want to joke about that. Those insurance companies will scout you out. Because there's one thing I've learned about insurance companies is that you give them money and they will do everything in their power to not give it back. Invested plus. Name change 1996. Soju actually put on a 3 streak after he lost. Wow, 2 4 costs. Okay. Can we play these somehow? Xayah. Xayah for sure could find a way in here. Oh my god, the traits. These traits. Leave all your money to chat. Okay, if I leave all my money to chat, I'm not going to give you, though, my Father's Day present. My Father's Day present is priceless. I don't know if you saw, but my wife got a custom Pokemon card made for me. She had a custom Pokemon card that was fake graded by BGS. A black label Happy Father's Day card. It's based on a real picture of me and Levi hanging out. Best dad ever. It's slabbed and everything. It actually feels really good. It's not like a full-on slab because you can feel like the weight of it, but it was really, really cute. And I think it might be of my most treasured possessions I ever have now. So very, very cute. Also, whoever made the anime version of me made me look really cool. I'm like, damn, do I actually look that cool? I don't think so. Also, Levi doesn't even look like my son. Like, look how different we look. Where's the blue hair, man? There's not a shred of blue hair on him. So just win streaking. Okay, this is actually really huge. So she needs to, if he can streak the rest of the stage, I think we're back. That is so cool. It's very cool. It's very, very cool. I mean, that got the crazy collectors, they can have the best of Ahris and the manga serialized ones of Gear 5 Luffy. Who did the art? I think it was like you submit it to a company and you submit a photo and then they like edit the photo a little bit and then they like turn it into a card. So it was just a company that I think. My wife said it was a targeted ad while she was browsing, which I mean, honestly, W ad. That's kind of crazy. You a lot of people say they hate ads, but sometimes you get a targeted ad and it's just like the best ad ever. That looks like AI. I mean, I don't really care if it is AI. I don't mind. That's what everyone says about everything. That looks like an AI comment. That's an AI comment. I'm just going to say that's about everything about chat. Chat GPT asked response. What's the name of the company? You have to ask Tay. I don't know. $115 gold. Oh my god. Invested plus. Oh, he got the Evelynn boon. We should actually check the Thresh boons. Storm Hex. That's actually really good for Soju. Storm Hex is really good. Trait quest for 6. We got a Nova emblem. Random component. Random emblem. This guy has 5 emblems. 1, 2. He got a second Darkstar emblem. Starry quest. 2 5 costs. And 5 free rerolls. Is Regionals not on this patch? It's on the next patch. It's a very thoughtful gift. I think it was a great gift. I'm not like a mega card collector, but I do enjoy it as a side hobby. I am envious of other people who can like splurge a lot. I guess if I wasn't really married and had kids, whatever, and I had like all disposable income, I probably would put it in a bunch of cardboard as well. Like if I didn't invest, if I didn't like invest it in family, I could see myself like going deep in the pyramid scheme known as TCG collectibles. Because a lot of my friends who are investing a lot into it, they have like a sizable part of their like asset portfolio in cards now. They're like, yeah, but I'm not gonna like have kids and stuff like that, so I'm just gonna I might as well spend my money in something that I enjoy plus could appreciate. I'm like, that makes sense. Okay, Soju streaked all stage 3. That's huge. Big roll down for Kansung Jong. And by big roll down, I mean he rolled like 5 times. Oh, wow. That's huge. A double LeBlanc shop. This guy is also playing LeBlanc. What the heck? Concentration into LeBlanc? That can't be good. He's looking for Asol. He's looking for Asol. He just missed. Too poor. This right here is the problem with AP in a nutshell. You're not that strong early, and then you're stage 4, you're rolling for like 4 costs, and you just know you're doomed. Arbiter Asol, but here's the thing. I'm pretty sure his Arbiter's Econ. When your Arbiter attacks 3 times, you get 5% chance to get 3 gold. So I don't even think that he has a good shot. So I'm pretty sure both these guys are dead. Wasianiverson's treasure hunt. Looks like he's trying to play Lulu, Staffsmith here, maybe. Unless he really wants Salvage Bin. How good are side effects in Lulu? I'm kind of down to take Staffsmith, though. He also has 5 Reforgers, so... Oh, booster pack for raw Econ. Okay. Oh, I like it. The time breaker for the free rerolls. He needs to kind of hit, though. Fountain Lulu. 6 Lulus. Gets treasure hunts. Gets a bunch of gold. Probably losing because he just doesn't have, like, a lot of good items. Striker's Flail now. Okay. And a Darkstar Emblem. Brawler Emblem is fine. Kind of crazy that he has like 4 bash. Okay. He has like a lot of crazy things going for him. He has sweet treats with infinite item value. That's kind of why I thought Statsmith was good, but booster pack for the Econ is good. I think his spot is like pretty stable. I think these 3 players are probably going to bot 4 just because they're kind of stuck in homeless AP land / not stabilizing. Soju made to 8 anyways and is playing around Gnar. Okay, so we went 7 Meepo Gnar. Just gonna... Oh, I like it. The Mauer Matrix on the Bard. Mauer Matrix is actually really good on Bard. Because apparently the Mauer Matrix interacts really favorably on his ability. So I think that's really heads up. I didn't even think about that. Really smart. Really smart. So we got 3 Meepo players. Mori with Jinx. He's playing Jinx Jax, like the old school version of this. Is Riftbound a huge success now in the TCG scene? I would say yes, but it's not. But it's like on a different tier completely than Magic and Pokemon. I would say that it's like a huge success if you're any company but Riot. The thing about Riot is that huge success would probably be defined as like it's able to get into the big conversation of Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh, and Magic. And even then, I think it wants to like beat them. If you're like any other company that's just trying to make a TCG, Riftbound's already an amazing success. But I think Riot wants more. But I do have it on good authority that Riftbound already is one of the most profitable parts of their company. It's one of the highest revenue sources of Riot right now already, even though it's been out for less than a year. So I would say that that's already a massive success. However, here's the thing. TCGs can die very quickly if handled improperly. It's very easy to lose the trust of your players. You have to kind of continue to navigate it quite like pretty carefully. So if Riot is still like careless, they're not going to be, because they already had a failure of a card game by their metrics. I don't think Legend of Runeterra would not be a failure in a lot of people's eyes, but to Riot, it's considered a failure for like what their goals they wanted to achieve. Given what happened previously, they're probably going to make sure they do everything they can to hold on to it. Plus, I think games like Riftbound are like really, really important for the success of Riot as they transition to newer projects, because they need to diversify from League of Legends. Because League is struggling to get the younger audience. And so, and they also bleed players over time. So they need to like develop other things around it. That's why Valorant was really important, because Valorant can actually capture a young audience. And TCGs can capture the older audience. So they're like broadening out their demographic, which is really important. League is dying. It's not like, I mean, I know that's like a meme, but it's not like League is dying. It's like League is aging, just like anything else. And in any part of ecosystem, things die, but also things are born. Like new things are coming up, right? You need to have both. Soju is 2 rounds away from Gnar 3. Like TFT is getting older as well. TFT is actually aging. And they need, that's why the transition to Unreal Engine is trying to like, it's like investing in years 8 to 20 for TFT. They don't want TFT to die. And I'm pretty sure that Riot investing in TFT's future means it's not going to die. It'll be around for a while. Is it going to be the status of League of Legends ever? Probably not, nor do I think it needs to be. But games like Riftbound, oh wow, he just hits Gnar. That's pretty big. Is really important strategically for Riot long term. 300 million players is dying. Yes, because a lot of other people believe that if it's not number go up, then that means it's dying. I mean, I say it all the time, but it's kind of ironic that there's a lot of gamers that complain about like capitalism, but they sort of need their game to constantly have number go up all the time. It's like the same mentality, right? Even if TFT were to somehow wind down and lose 90% of the player base, it's still considered a big game. They should make crazy inventory management spinoffs similar to the Bazaar. Yeah, that's something that they could. Oh wow, he reforged into a death cab. I mean, they could do that. I think that's a fundamentally different game. So you're saying they should make another game? I mean, they probably could. I personally think that's probably more closer to like Legends of Runeterra territory with Path of Champions than it is to TFT. I like where TFT is right now. I actually think the future of TFT is that it is the premier strategy game to compete in. The premier digital strategy game to compete in. It's completely free to play. It's free to enter. It's easy to just plug in. It's fast-paced content churn cycles. Like, I think that it should just become like the digital strategy game, competitive strategy game for people to play in the future. Kind of like chess in a way. Because you don't really have to like pay for chess, right? You can just, I mean, yeah, you could buy chess stuff, but like for the most part, it's like free to play chess. And I would like that. And then if you want to like do team sports or other thing like that, you can enter any of the myriad of other games out there like Valorant League or like Dota or Rocket League, so on and so forth. And those can all fight for it. But TFT sort of sits like at its core, like in a very unique spot where you don't have to pay anything. It's completely free to engage how you want. And I think that's like strategically an amazing spot for Riot to be in. Somehow Soju is first in HP, by the way. This guy might be he actually might be the favorite still. He's looking good so far. I would not have imagined this turned out to be the Hustler game that panned out like this. TFT is called League Retirement House. That's not even true anymore. I'm pretty sure the true League Retirement House is Riftbound. Thank you, babe. There's actually League pros that are competing and going far in Riftbound tournaments. I don't know if you guys saw, but another league, a former League pro or like academy player, got top 8 at Hartford. It was the Linsanity guy, the guy that played Gust on a 4-might creature because he was rushing his turn. The 4-might Gust on the Tide Turner for the win. But the guy's name is Linsanity. He used to be I think academy player in League, and he got top 8 at Hartford, and I know because Gorica, who is also I believe League pro, was posting about it. Also, I'm pretty sure Cutie Pie is really into Riftbound, and him and Emily Wang are grinding. I don't know how seriously they're grinding it, but I think they're like getting into it, and it wouldn't surprise me if Cutie Pie just like ends up making Riftbound his main thing. So I think the true retirement home is card games, because if you think about it, card games are just like perfect for old people. You just sit there, and most of the time you're just yapping about life and talking about like how cool your collection is worth, and admiring each other's like deck size. It's like golf. You just get to sit there and just yap about nothing. The only cost for me is the Vanguard thing you have to install. Yeah, I mean, sure. The end game is bridge. Actually, you know what I saw that's popping off lately? Do you guys want to know what strategy game is actually popping off competitively? Mahjong. I don't know how, but like I'm watching some of these content clips of like competitive Mahjong, and it's actually kind of lit. It's super fun. Dude, the moms go crazy in Mahjong. The moms go crazy in Mahjong. They have some like ridiculous clips on the internet. And you know what? You know what digital game is actually most similar to Mahjong? I just want to put it out there before we get too deep down this rabbit hole. It's TFT. TFT is actually just League of Legends Mahjong, if you really think about it. Did your players play Mahjong? No, because one of my family friends growing up, actually got into a Mahjong spiral, and they actually got into pretty big debt because of Mahjong. She gambled Mahjong too much, and they ended up getting into financial trouble. So never really got into Mahjong. Soju, another humble third, another humble hustler third with Meepo. We got Mori with his reroll Jinx. Kind of, I mean, Wasianiverson getting a fourth here is fine because I think he had to like sort of pivot for it. But Meepo looks too strong. I think they might have to nerf Meepo a little bit. If I were to like ask what they should do for the Worlds patch, they might have to tweak it a little bit. Maybe make like the 7 Meepo printing is just like a little too much value, so they might have to like tone it down just a touch. But Meepo in general is like a really, really consistent strategy. It's just too dominant. I mean, Veigar Print probably should move up to A tier by today. I think like the other guys weren't as high on it. I was pretty high on Veigar Printer originally, but I think the other guys were like kind of like, eh. Now I just think Veigar Printer is like really, really good. So just the trait stats. Yeah, maybe just lower the HP a little bit, because they buffed the HP and now the HP is good, but they could probably make it 13400. Eight Jins? 7 Jins? He's printing Jin 3. How are you gonna nerf 7 Meepo? Probably just either nerf the amount of Meepo gained, or just nerf the amount of gold given. If it prints you a 1 cost, you just probably nerf the amount of gold you get. Something like that. Maybe they should keep that, but just nerf the gold gain. That probably makes the most sense. Meepo went 1-2. And Soju just FFs before Grea can get Jin 3. And this guy is so bedge. He doesn't even let Grea go for the 3-star 5 cost. He went 1-3 last game. It's probably too strong. So bedge. Grea just FFs as well. Hey, NA 124. Over 8-pack. Is 8-pack washed? Let's take a look at the end of Dishsoap's game, shall we? Hopping all over the place. Hopping on over the place. Let me actually add Soju to my friends list. Actually, I can't do that right now. I'll do that afterwards. Is EU playing in this tournament? Right now we're just playing Scrim, so there's no tournament going on. But is EU playing? Yes. Yes, they are. Yes, they indeedio are. 8-pack is always washed and then win worlds anyways. I don't think that statement's been true for years. Except the part where they win worlds. They've been winning a lot. We just happen to win the most recent one. YBY, they're looking for people to play. Oh, looks like that game just probably ended. Let me add name change 1996. Hashtag PBE. I guess I could look it up what his username is. Name change. Yeah, whatever, it's fine. All right. Prestivent in a game with title. Wage everything's still going to keep going. I'm going to keep doing my Scrim stuff or my regionals rankings until these guys get in the game. Oh, is Wasian logging off for the day? I think he might be logging off for the day. Spencer's probably here in the C tier as well. I mean, he's definitely a cut above some of these guys, though. I'd probably put him around here. This seems fair. The Brazilian guys, I think, are more locked in at the moment. Tactic Torn. This is Bros' brother. Underdog, but cool to see. Tex. Underdog, but I can see him doing better than a lot of these guys. I'm going to put him here. Yeah, this seems fine. I don't know much about Halloweens, so I have to put him lower because I don't know much about him at all. Toddy, this guy's kind of good, actually. I'm going to put him here. VCLF, probably low B. One of the better Brazilian players for sure. Brosef. At this point, his season has to be low A. Brosef's had a really, really good season. Bro Who is probably high B. He made 2 final lobbies. And but I think a lot of people still don't have a good understanding of how good he is. It could just be 2 good runs. But I think, and just to make it clear, high B is a good compliment. That's that's respect. I'm showing respect. I don't put S tier is 3 people. So I don't think an S tier of six players makes sense. Camby Lee is high A. Although he's probably gonna bite my head off. Because he's going to be like, well, I should be an S tier, man. His past regionals performances has been 2nd, 4th, and 2nd. Or 4th, 2nd, 4th, or something like that. He's been hyper consistent. But you have to talk about winning final lobby, right? Very likely to make final lobby is very high up. Didn't Black Sheep make regionals final lobby a few sets ago? Why is he dead last? Black Sheep? Oh, I mean, I haven't sorted things out yet. But Black Sheep realistically is probably like here. Did he make regional finals a couple sets ago? I don't think he did. I think Black Sheep has made it to Worlds before. Oh, in set 12. So 2 years ago? I mean, yeah, he didn't make it to final lobby 2 years ago. So did Ego Illusions, but that was 2 years ago.
I offer many paths to tranquility.
Would you bet money on Soju winning regionals? No, I just don't think betting money in TFT is wise. Tunington is probably low A along with Bro. I mean, I think he's demonstrated more than Brosif. Darth is probably here. I think he has to be. David Ace is solid. He's week 2. He's the last person in on week 2. I think this makes sense. Dishsoap, believe it or not, I think it has to be high A. I don't think he's S right now. But he could be locking in for regionals, but just based on... I mean, he did make final lobby twice, right? This is actually really hard. I think I should put him here just out of respect, but also if I'm putting him out of respect, then I need to put Cambuli here out of respect, and then my S tier becomes bigger than my A tier. Oh, so he deleted? I think he's actually proven that he can totally hang. So I'm going to put here. This seems fine to me. I think he's totally... And again, somewhere around here is like fine. I think people are going to rate C tier as like bad, but I don't think C tier is bad. K3soju. I mean, you guys know where this one's going. You guys know where this one's going. If it was up to chat would have 20 people in S, 2 guys in A, 0 people in B, 1 person in C, and 40 people in D. If it was up to chat. I'm gonna go to the bathroom real quick. You guys hang out with Dishsoap. Dishsoap title. Prestivent is a good lobby. Be right back. Latent Forge. YBY, title, and Prestivent. Title took Continuous Conjuration. What are we at? The Boar. Gold subscription. And then Ahri and Yasuo. Are you still in contact with Milk? Yeah, I was actually chatting with him, I think, last night. Or was it this morning? Is he doing well? Yeah, he's doing all right. He's, I mean, he's still focused on EWC, but he's gone back to his main passion. CS gambling. He's, back. He told me that he's back in his prime for Counter-Strike gambling. He's on a hot streak, is what he told me. He is quite prodigious at two things in life, which is CS, Counter-Strike gambling, and TFT. So he went back to his other main thing. And he's making a killing. He told me he's doing very well. I mean, he did suffer a loss streak. It's actually really funny. So he actually made a really big run, a big run up on his account. He started a new account just to like see, just to challenge himself. And then he made a massive run. So Soju started copying him, and somehow he went on a massive lose streak. So then Soju dipped out, and then he went back on a win streak again. Like, I think no one was in with him because he was like doing his own thing. And then when he started running it up, everyone was like, "Oh shit, let me get in on it. I'll just trail you." And then they lost a lot. And then they all dipped out, and they started winning again. Celebration hex. When will you finish the ranking? Oh, probably just throughout the course of the day. The thing is, I'm constantly building this because I'm watching how people are doing. So I probably should actually sit down and do it for real. Maybe on Wednesday night or Thursday, I'll actually sit down and power rank everyone for real in one sitting. Because right now, this is just my first impressions. And also watching scrims will give me a better impression of how their form is. I started this ranking 2 days ago, and ranking people 1 week out without watching their scrims is like kind of just like for fun, right? Plans are on Friday, yeah. So I think I'll sit down and do it seriously on Wednesday, and then the video will go up on Thursday, and then Friday will be start of regionals. What is CS gambling? Like CSGO knives? It's betting on the outcomes of tournaments. Don't gamble, guys. Don't gamble. Gambling is very cringe. These guys are bad influences, man. Although, you know what? Milk actually, I was telling Milk, because Milk's like, oh, you know, all these guys are going in for this much, XYZ, and I'm like, you know, I don't really understand. If I sports gamble, I gamble a small amount of money. Like, if I gamble more, if I ever gamble more than like $50, I start feeling bad. I start feeling like pressure. So like I gamble like $20 to $50 at most, and I only gamble like once, only on like things that I think are interesting, you know. Not very often. And I think that's like, and Milk was telling me that he thinks that's a really good really good. I should never get into actual gambling. That's the feeling that people like. Yeah, I mean, I think that's a good spot for me to be in, right? I shouldn't want to gamble thousands to feel something. I'm pretty sure that's why a lot of people do it in the first place. The TFT is a gambler's game? Yes, but the thing is, it costs me nothing except time. TFT is a game where you gamble, but you don't lose. You won't lose the shirt on your back. Gambling can make the one you watch more entertaining, but you shouldn't expect it to make a living out of it. Yeah, exactly. I don't want it to ever be my main source of income. That's something I have to tell myself whenever I look at people doing crazy collectible stuff. Like my friend who like sold a Charizard for $86,000 at a card show. And he was like just telling me about like his crazy volume. And I was like, man, that sounds like easy money. Although it's really not easy money. It's a lot of hustle and it's a lot of stress, and you also have to deal with a lot of shady ass people. You have to remember that it always looks more glamorous when you see just one snippet of life and you don't actually see the actual process of it. You see the best of Ahri from Hartford sold for 150,000? I did. That's crazy, man. And I'm pretty sure that person got fleeced. I actually don't think that price was I think that price was only sold because I'm pretty sure there was some shilling going on. From what I heard. From what I heard, people, the reason why the price got so high is because a lot of people kept everyone knows that there's only one more best of Ahri going out, and there's a few collectors that really wanted it, and they were just using bidding wars against each other, even though the prices that were set were false. So the patch rundown is hot. Okay, so let's do the patch rundown after this game. Yeah, patch is on Twitter. Okay, let's do the patch after this game. Cho'Gath 3 for slightly magic roll, free rerolls. Okay. How's Dishsoap's game coming along? They got second wind into some Meeps. Prestivent, cybernetic uplink. Title took Ascension. We have Cosmic Restart into Voyager and Stargazer. Stargazer is not that good, but Voyager is very good. It's also on YouTube. Okay, we'll check it out after this game. Yasuo hits Diana too. That magic roll? Oh, he must have been bench locked. Oh, that's funny. He was bench locked and he couldn't pick it up. Or did he make Diana 2 in his shop? It might have been from his shop. You know what I realized? I realize I'm starting to get used to life without Mordog and TFT, and that makes me sad. Because now it's like, I used to look forward to certain things on certain days. Oh, patch notes rundown and like the Mordog Monday morning meta report. Now I'm just starting to get used to it. That he's just not around. I'm sad. I'm sad. For Timebreaker. Few more weeks. It feels like forever, doesn't it? He took 12 weeks off. Has it really been that long? Oh my God. Where did Mordog go? He went to the store to get some milk. He went to go get some milk from the gas station. And soju. He went to go get a bottle of milk and soju. Did he create TFT? No. Contrary to what people might think otherwise, Mordog was actually a dev that took over once TFT was already made. Solar Hex. I think the first big project that Mordog said he worked on in TFT was making sure that when things dropped, they dropped in loot orbs. And I was like, wow, I can't even remember playing TFT before there were loot orbs on PV rounds in set 1. I don't even remember if there was a time with that wasn't experienced. Too tanky from Kenson Jong. Going into Samira, or is he going too tanky into Primordians? I don't think so. I think he's just playing this temporarily for econ resources. The concept of TFT comes from Dota Auto Chess. I mean, that is true. If there's one thing we know as a certainty about Riot, is that Riot is good at making games. To be more precise, they're really good at taking good ideas of games and improving them. Legally. More did hexagons. I don't actually know if more was part of hexagons as being the choice here. Please give your honest opinion about Legends of Terra and why it failed when it was such a good game. I think Legend of Terra failed because the audience that it served was too small. The audience for Legends of Terra was a very small slice of card gaming that wants a digital card experience. And it turns out there's a big audience for that. But it's a digital card game that they want that is interactive. Contrary to what people joke about all the time when it comes to card games, people don't really like initiative passing. It's a very complex, convoluted experience digitally to say, I pass priority, or I pass focus, or I pass initiative to you. And then they pass it back, and then you respond. There's a lot of like friction and give or take. And that experience is not smooth. Not only that, it's hard to explain. It's hard to get people invested in that because it's a difficult thing to understand without investing a lot of time in. So the summary of that is that it's not noob friendly. It's hardcore facing, and they also take away another element of why people like card games and those kinds of things in general, which is collecting. Collecting, believe it or not, is a big part of why people really like card games. They really enjoy that. If collecting wasn't part of card games, a huge part of the casual audience, another part of it, right, is gone as well. Because for a lot of people, they don't really play card games strictly to win with meta. They just like having all pieces of whatever. No different than people who play Monopoly Go and like collecting all the stickers, right? It's just another version of that. Or if you don't know what I'm talking about, is it not Monopoly Go? What's the digital game of Monopoly that does that? Collecting Pokemon, right? There's like a nice thing about collecting 150 Pokemon. You don't care about battling all of them. That audience got left out as well. So there's no casual gamers. There's no casual collectors. It's an inherently a frustrating battle mechanic system that's difficult for people to get into unless you're like really committed to it. And if you like all those things, there's a Venn diagram of a small subsection of audience that really likes this game, and those people who like the game love it. They love it. People who played Legends of Terra and like the game love it. But the people that couldn't get past these barriers, the game was really boring. And I actually was one of those people that got hit by that. I thought Legends of Terra was quite boring. Even though I thought it was like a cool designed system, I just couldn't get into it. I tried really hard. I mean, I was incentivized to try really hard. I got invited to do a lot of things with Terra. I've always been a fan of League of Legends IP. I was a digital card game expert, right? Like because of my Hearthstone experience. I just couldn't get into it. I think the real reason why Legends of Terra failed is because there was no audience for the game. They made a game for nobody. Not nobody, but like they made the game for a size of audience that one could never be achievable what Riot's goals are, and two would never be able to monetize correctly. So if I want to be very brutally honest, it wasn't a good enough game. The gameplay was just not good enough to get a sizable audience. I thought the game was kind of boring. And it's sad because they tried doing all kinds of cool things. They did a bunch of cool visual effects. The visuals were nice. They had a lot of cool like art around the game too, the game boards and everything like that. But a lot of Legends of Terra players convinced themselves that it was a marketing thing. It absolutely was not a marketing thing. It just wasn't. There's a lot of people that just bounced off the game. I do work. Someone asked about 2SKO as well. Do you think it will follow Lords of Mines? I think it's similar. I think 2SKO is for a very small subsection hardcore audience. I think Riot is a company that wants to support their communities and games. So they're going to continue to support 2SKO, but that game, I would be very surprised, considering that it developed for, what, 10 years? I'd be surprised if that game ever became a spot where Riot was ever happy with its performance of monetization, unless it became extremely lucrative. But I don't think it can, because they don't have the Chinese market. No one in China is playing 2SKO, as far as I know. Fighting games are not even popular in China. So they purposely market to the West, and it's not on top of its niche. It's like a niche. It's a niche fighter in a niche market. So I think it wouldn't surprise me if 2SKO goes through another round of downsizing and maintenance, but I don't think they'll ever close it down just because Riot is like too. They're like too nice, too caring, and too cocky, or too like their ego's too big to ever shut it down. It's like all those things. They care too much about the players. They invested too much money, and they also have like this thing where they don't want to just like have failures of games, you know? There's actually a Legends of Runeterra clone that's in early access. I don't expect that game to do well. I don't think that version of that game does well digitally. I just don't believe in it. People love the uninteractive simplicity of Hearthstone. They love it. That was the reason why it like took over with its gameplay, because you can just play your 1-on-1, 2-on-2, 3-on-3, 4-on-4, and just AFK, come back, play some fun animations, and then you just call it a day. Just play your deck. This whole like I hold and then like I pass. It's like I'm gonna play a fast spell. It's like, well, in response to your fast spell, I play a burst spell, and then you have to like wait 15 seconds while they're thinking about playing that. That's the hold your attention. Like, please keep paying attention to what's going on. That doesn't succeed, I think, digitally. That's just my opinion, though. Okay, Title's playing mech, 4 mech, giant and mighty. Okay, finding his mech too. That's really big. Really big. As much as TFT is a game where you like think about scouting and interacting with people, the vast majority of people that play TFT every 30 seconds. They just buy and roll their shops. Maybe they click some fun augments, and then they just like watch their units battle, but then they're like okay to alt tab and look at something else. That is a successful formula. That's also why I think APM intensive things in TFT shouldn't exist. Or like shouldn't be ever like the demanding way, like the central part of a meta. I think a single APM heavy turn, like a cash out, is fine. But if every turn was like APM Pirates and Hearthstone Battlegrounds, I don't think that'd be a good thing ultimately for TFT. Is TFT a good source of revenue for Riot? I heard from some sources that TFT is the leading source of profitable revenue for Riot. Overall, if you count China and you count everything, I'm pretty sure TFT is more profitable than League and Valorant. Why do you think they're investing into Unreal Engine? They wouldn't. They haven't even done that for their other games. It's because it makes sense from the bottom line to do it. However, that was pretty expensive, right? It was expensive both in terms of the actual cost of like paying people and the resources to do it, and it was expensive because resources went into make the Unreal Engine. They couldn't make set 17 as good as they wanted to. They couldn't make. They basically are hinting that set 18 is going to be also quite similar to this set. I'm like reading between the lines. In all their interviews, they keep saying, oh, set 18 is going to focus on the core gameplay of TFT experience, units and traits and abilities. And I'm like, so you're just saying that it's a TFT. As we transition to Unreal Engine, we want to make sure that this experience is seamless. So we're gonna get back to the core basics. Which, who knows? Maybe this ends up being good. Profitable in relation to what it's costing to produce, or what actually makes more than League and Valorant. That I couldn't tell you. That part I don't think I know. But what I know is that it's like significant enough that TFT warrants its own massive long-term investment, and also that Riot cares about it and sees it as its own individual game, not game mode. Right? Because the difference between this and ARAM is that ARAM will always be part of League of Legends and a game mode in League of Legends. Even if ARAM... I was also told that ARAM Mayhem is like creeping up to be almost like soon the majority of hours played of League of Legends in China. I was told that ARAM Mayhem is like so popular that it might have to just be like one of the main game modes in League now. But I don't know. It's like one of those things where the numbers are really... It's like they're always a little bit cooked, right? Are they completely separate from League patch cycles? I don't know. That part I couldn't tell you. The whole we can only hope that Riot's patch cycle for League is different from TFT and the technology is better to patch and everything like that. But they did say that it would take years before they fully transition, right? Like they're saying that the transition is going to start next set, and it'll be a process that they'll like slowly phase out over time, over years. And maybe by what, set 20 something. 22. We'll get like TFT where it feels like it could have its own stuff, but I don't know. Titles look like he's winning out, by the way, with standard mech. It looks really good. Double combat. Just straight up 4 mech. No Urgot. Morgana Mord. Prestivent looks like he's gonna lose, die here. He's only stuck on Lulu 2. YBY tried to play mech as well. He's playing Dawncord Karma. His Asol items are not that good, so he's lacking a little bit of damage here. Dishsoap with list 3. Got Darkstar Emblem, 6 Darkstar. Oh, this is Decob, sorry. Dishsoap is on AP Flex. Okay. But it's going to be a different game with his own client. I believe so, and you can still launch it through League, I believe. They still want to make TFT. It's like they still want TFT to be accessible through League. So I think that's a really big part of why it succeeded, right? It has to be. If not the #1 reason why it succeeded. TWSKO is picking up a lot in popularity recently. I can see it being the most popular fighting game after Street Fighter in a few years once they have enough champs in. I could see a world where that's true. But the thing is, that raw number is not going to move the needle enough because Riot operates on scales of 9 digits in players, right? They're operating on scales of like global phenomenons. In the FGC, if you have like a what's the current, let me look at it. If you look at the current Steam charts of Street Fighter, I'm pretty sure Street Fighter is considered by far the biggest fighting game right now. And the 24-hour peak is 37,000, which is amazing for a fighting game. That would be considered a completely dead game for TFT. It would be 37,000. That's embarrassingly low, right? But for a fighting game, that's like amazing. That's like crazy good. Especially because Street Fighter is 4 years old now. The Street Fighter 6 is multiple years old. That's really, really, really good. You're really happy about that if you're Capcom. And you just, because it's already popular, you already know that 2SKO is just not anywhere near that. And if you're talking about like concurrence, they're operating on a much slower factor scale, so. When would Riot expand to India and Africa? That part, I don't know. I'm guessing strategically they probably view that as like something they should be thinking about, but I'm pretty sure India right now, the biggest thing is mobile because the games that India loves are like PUBG Mobile and Call of Duty Mobile and probably other mobile games. And Riot's mobile repertoire is Wild Rift and TFT. And I gotta say, TFT's mobile experience is not too hot. I think Riot views TFT as a PC game that has a mobile port, not a mobile game that, you know, serves that also is a PC port. Also, from what I've come to understand, India's player base. Okay, looks like Dishsoap gets fourth here. In India's player base, even though you can have like a massive amount of player count, you don't actually make that much revenue because the dollar average like amount of revenue spent per user in India is not that high. So you could have millions upon millions of players, but if you're making cents on them, like fractions of a cent, you're not actually making bank. I'm from India and I've intro TFT to 20 of my friends. That's awesome, man. Thank you for doing your part. I would love nothing more than to get the like India, and then look what happened in Vietnam, right? Philippines, like really passionate fan bases, really excited about TFT. I would love that. Disco is Indian, right? He tells me about India TFT. He says he talks to me about that every now and then. I'm seeing so much raw dog mech in PBE. Did I miss a change? Well, they buffed mech Asol a couple patches ago, and then they like buffed around it. Morgana got better as a tank. They buffed Karma, so they buffed around it. So now it's just like maybe a more well-rounded composition. All that matters is the CN market. I mean, for now, yeah. But just like a composition in TFT, you're thinking, oh, all that matters is I hit 3-star Diana or 3-star MF. But the other upgrades matter. Like upgrading your other units also matter if you want to win. You can't just be like only focus on China and ignore everything else. The shitters matter, you know? In parentheses, you. And me. The shitters matter. Yasuo with a top 2 is pretty good. Diana MF. Do you really need 2-star Aatrox? I mean, eventually, yeah. You eventually want it. Akali, like if you had Maokai 1, Akali 1, Aatrox 1, Bel'Veth 1, Kindred 1, that does matter, yeah. It adds up. It adds up. That's why you have to care about a lot of those things. The raw 4 mech comp is already decent now. I one-tricked that comp and got the 200 LP Masters. Yeah, it's decent. I think we have it in beats here. I think that's fair. That analogy works if not for the fact that China is more like unnerfed Ornn with double trouble perfect items. Yes, but in that composition, you can't win with... You can't win the game just with Ornn 3 and nothing else. You're not really supposed to be playing Xayah unless you think you can like find a way to get to level 9. All right, here we go. Worth the wait. Check back in with some scrims. After scrims die down, we could probably play some live ladder. New patch in a few days, guys. Gnar. And then we have Patient Study. Ironbog and Prestivent. We got Jetasaur. What a stack lobby. Jetasaur, Tarteman, Prestivent, Ironbog, YBY, Dishsoap. Jetasaur with Legion of Threes. Has anyone tested Combat Arbiter LeBlanc on PBE, or are they all still Leoning? They're all, most of it's still econ, but I see some people actually experimenting more with this, which is chance to get gold at the end of the round. I've been seeing more and more people click that instead of Leona printing. Sucks that Goobums didn't make top cut for regionals. I know. I saw that he was the first ever X11 player to not make top 8. Unbelievable, man. That is just BS. Every X11 player is expected to make top 8, but he missed on power pairings. He got paired down, and then he played his game and won and didn't have enough, so unlucky. Unlucky. Ironbog with early learnings. Worth the wait, early learnings. Patient Study for Dishsoap. We got Psionic. Join Uplink. All right. Hey, yeah. Thank you for the 10 months. Thank you so much, man. They should change the ID system. It feels bad with the top tables, so just all ID to each other. Yeah, at the same time, though, there's nothing like inherently wrong with that. But it does feel bad when people get screwed from the system. Do you want to lose early for Patient Study? Nah. Patient Study is 3 gold no matter what. If you lose, you get 3 XP. If you win, you get 2 XP plus a gold. So, same either way. Craftsmanship versus Divine Investments. All 8 players clicking Craftsmanship. I don't think anyone clicked Ahri. Ironbog clicked Ahri. Okay. One person did. Maybe on the wrong scene. Oh, sorry. I'm on the wrong scene. Here we go. I was on my patch note scene. No scout, no pivot. Briar, Akali, and Rek'Sai. Frontline Foundation, Vanguards. Portable Forge into Blighting Jewel. For Prestivent. And then we have Rageblade. This guy is probably going to be just committing to Shepherd's Hardcore, right? Into LeBlanc. I mean, I think Shepherd +1 is still fine to play into. It's just not that good. A lot has to go right. We shall see. Vanguard for Lysandra 2. This is trying to prove that the Victor buffs was worthwhile. The thing is, I feel like I'm more inclined to play around Victor if I have a psionic item early. Just as is, like right here, Victor no items. Victor with psionic emblem though, or not with a psionic item though. Drone uplink, synthetic implants, much better. Much better. Can you try Diana somehow with Shepherd and Ginsu's? Diana? Well, the argument against that is that if you have a Shepherd emblem, you really want to have 7 Shepherd with LeBlanc and Sona. And if you roll for Diana 3, you're less likely to get that online. What, you have to think about like what the Shepherd is really trying to do. Shepherd says summon will buff the rest of your team and give a bunch of AP for these units. And that is not that helpful for Diana compared to just going for 7 Shepherd. Isn't Diana mana lock while shielded? Yeah, I believe she is. All right. Okay, Ironbog. Trying to 5 loss. Holding his early learnings pair. Worth the wait. Forge here for Tarteman, but it does look like there's a decent amount of AP in the lobby. We have 1 AP player here. AD. AP. Wow. I think 5 players in this lobby are AP. So this Aegis of the Dawn, it's actually not as good as it usually is. Remove mana locks and bring back Lone Hero Lux. No thanks, man. No thanks. Lone Hero Lux was beating 3-star 4 costs. That shit was not okay. If you don't know what I'm talking about, there's an augment back in the day. It was a silver augment where it said your last unit alive would gain a bunch of, what was it, durability. And so you would stack Lux, who was not mana locked, and you give her double Archangels and a Bloodthirster, and you would corner her. You would have all of her other units die, and then she would go infinite in the corner. It was cool though. That was high key fun. And that is why you guys can never be taken seriously. And why Riot should never listen to you guys. Because like now, a year and a half later, you're like, but that was fun. Guys are just rage baiting nonstop. A bunch of fools in chat. And you're like, well, this nerf this. I can't believe Riot would allow Shen to be so bad. It's like, based on the way you guys would describe everything, you would want everything to just be obnoxious and oppressive and broken. You guys are so unserious. Gnar 2 at the tower. Fun when it was my turn. They should bring back dragons. They did, actually. It's called Mecha. Galio 2, Asol 2, those are dragons. The same people that hate on Samira, exactly. People who love... I bet you guys sound like your favorite comp is too tanky Samira. Space Groove. Make player count great by making fun broken builds. I mean, players like broken things. People don't want I just like don't take TFT players serious when they say all they care about is like the fact that the game is not balanced. Like no one wants the game to be balanced. Nobody wants the game. Everyone wants to play broken stuff. It's not fun playing fair things. The only people who have fun with that is like Dishsoap. Dishsoap like wants things to be balanced and fair, and he finds that fun. And he's like one of 10 million players. Balance equals boring. This is why Summer's Rift suffered. Game is too balanced. All right, gotta do it to him, man. Balance equals boring. This is why Summer's Rift game is too balanced. Evaluate the truth of this statement from the perspective of Riot and game balance. I'm asking AI. Summer's Rift is far from balance. Hold on. Hold on. Chatter said Summer's Rift is too balanced. Thought for 19 seconds. Verdict. Provocative, but mostly wrong. Balance equals boring contains useful design warning, but it misidentifies the disease. Summoner's Rift does not become boring because both teams have a fair chance to win. It becomes boring when balance is achieved by standing away strategic differences, suppressing experimentation, or allowing the optimal play pattern to remain solved for too long. From Ryan's perspective, the statement is roughly 30% true. A game can be extremely well balanced statistically and still feel embalmed. Ooh, wow. Fancy ass words. So the useful interpretation is excessive equilibrium can make a live service game feel solved. That is true. Damn. Wow. He actually just typed hundreds of words to just say you're wrong. A more accurate version. A balance is necessary, but balance without novelty, asymmetry, and strategic disruption becomes stale. Summoner's Rift suffers when Riot confuses numerical parity with healthy gameplay. Players do not want imbalance. They want power worth discovering. Oh, interesting. This is also true for TCCs. A diverse meta is also pretty terrible for competitive players with side decks getting squeezed. I mean, I think it can be. I don't know if it is. I actually think the meta in Riftbound right now is pretty fun. And I like that it's diverse. I don't think that, like... I don't think that it's, like, strictly bad. Also, I think competitive players... I care less and less about what they think about the game. Like, the more I, like, get older, the less I care about what they say. Not that like their opinions are irrelevant. I'm not saying they are, but it's like I guess their weight is worth less than their opinions are worth less to me. Not that it's not irrelevant. I'm just saying that before I used to put a heavy premium on what they thought, and now I think that what they think like is not exactly accurate or even helpful sometimes. If the game was balanced, don't you think true flex would be available? No, because you're confusing. Well, I think you're like, I think you're using your definition of quote true flex play, and squeezing it in and conflating it to the concept of balance, and saying that they should be the same thing when that's not true at all. Balance is a different category of how you evaluate the state of the game and the state of the meta, which is very different from the way flex is played. And true flex is not even what people describe as diversity. That's not even necessarily true. True flex play actually could even exist, and it's actually more likely to exist in an imbalanced meta in the current state of TFT. I don't think like true flex exists in correlation to balance. I think it's a misunderstanding what balance is. You can have a really, for example, you can have a really balanced meta, but AP is completely unplayable, but it's a balanced meta. This meta is actually pretty balanced. You could actually even argue that this meta is actually one of the most balanced metas we've had in quite some time. I think set 16 had a lot of really imbalanced metas, but people would even go as far as to say set 16 was more flexible, which is also quite a statement to make. Set 16 was not exactly the most flexible set. Set 16 was not very balanced and not very flexible, and yet people loved that set. I think flex and verticals are just buzzwords people like to throw around for no reason. I mean, I agree with that sentiment, except I think people mostly define verticals as correct. I think flex is usually like a statement that people... It's like a word that people use fully knowing what they mean, but it doesn't mean what it means to other people or even to the general consensus. Hi, Levi. How you doing? What do you think? Yeah. What do you think, Levi? Is Flex dead? Is Flex dead in TFT? Yes or no?
Card.
You want a Riftbound card?
Yeah.
Okay, but Riftbound cards are for our hands and our eyes, not our mouths, okay? Okay? Okay. All right, here you go. All right, take this card for our hands and our eyes, not our mouths, okay? Okay. Have fun, buddy. Have a good night. I also don't think I have like a fully deep understanding of what flex truly means. Because I think there's like it's just an abstract term that defines a lot of different aspects of how playable a unit can be. Because people are talking about like how you can splash units as flex. That's true. That is a way you can define flex, but there's also other ways you can define flex. Like Riven is a flex unit, right? She can hold AD or AP units. But are you like flexing? Are you playing Riven flex? Not really. So it's just different. It's just different. I think unlocks from set 16 gave people a false sense that the set was flexible when you had to plan around some of the strongest ones. Well, I mean, I don't think set 16 people even necessarily. I think the big thing about set 16 was that there's many things you could do, and therefore it felt better because you weren't playing as many contested lines as others because you just had more units to play. Never mind the fact though that there were still situations where you're playing three-way Demacia somehow. But like you could theoretically play more lines. It was a rune? No, it was a rule. I have a stack of rules cards that I gave him. So I would never give him something as rare and important as a rune card. You said that the meta can be balanced, but AP lines are unplayable. How is that per definition a balanced meta if only 80 champs are playable, but AP is not? It's because it just depends on like what the context is of balance means there. Like you could have a balanced meta of everything averaging like in the 4.5s, but like AP is like quote unplayable unless you have certain conditions. Like AP in general is like unplayable, quote unquote, but it's actually not even true if you look at the stats. The stats suggest that AP is playable, but you just have to have the right conditions. Like Asol, Nami, LeBlanc, Shepherds. It's fine. But as we know it, right now it's not playable. Like Dishsoap is playing Asol right now, right? But the reason why this Asol works is because he has like artifacts and things that he's making it a lot stronger on average. At least no one is asking to bring assassins back. That's right. No one really thinks assassins are actually fun. Assassins are just frustrating gameplay that people use to band-aid lazy decision making. They want to boil everything down to just rock, paper, scissors. Instead of actually creating like thoughtful decision making, they say, well, if you guessed left and I went right, you were wrong. Congratulations. Peak gameplay. And assassin defenders will lead you to believe that there's actually more thought being put into than that, but it's really not. Bring back Blitzhook, Zephyr, and Assassins. Yeah. Sounds great, man. They should hire you. I like the positioning minigame that Assassins brought. I mean, I guess if you like hard counters If you're a person in general of hard counter gameplay, then yeah, I guess. If you like dodge as a mechanic, if you like Dragon Claw invalidating 90% of magic damage, then yeah, like I guess assassins are cool. I mean, there's definitely people who do like that kind of gameplay. They like there's people who when they play Pokemon, they train their Pokemon to the point where it's not even close. They're like 15 levels over the gym leader, and then they just do one move and one shot them. They don't even want the Pokemon battles to be close. And they're like, epic gameplay. I sat here and I sat here for 15 hours grinding the same wild Pokemon battles so I can Ice Beam and kill them in one hit. And those people consider that to be like really fun. Zephyr wasn't that bad. You mostly won't see them in most games. I mean, Zephyr wasn't really that bad of an item. It's just that it made your item quality really bad. That's why it was a support item. I think Zephyr could come back. I actually think Zephyr is was actually fine when it became a support item, because then it wasn't showing up on late game carousels. Late game carousels, the person that was on the same side as the Zephyr item like would win the game because they got Zephyr and Shroud on their side of the carousel, and now it swung the matchup. But if you like meaningfully decide to commit resources like an augment or building your items to it, it's not even a hard counter, it's a soft counter, and there was like actual meaningful thought being put into it. However, I do think we have a little bit too many removers now. So now we have so many removers to the point where Zephyr is probably too overpowered because you can just remove so much. Gordon, I missed most of the patch rundown. Do you know more or less when it'll be available? It's already available. You can go check it out on Twitch and Twitter and YouTube for the official patch notes. If you're talking about my video, it probably comes out like my thoughts and summaries of it. It's probably going to come out tomorrow. Just a basic YouTube video react commentary about it. Zephyr Shroud made the game so much more dynamic. Kind of. Kind of. I can agree with like some sentiment of it, but I think you might be remembering like the interesting parts of it and forgetting the frustrating parts of it. And it's like one of those things where you also can't have a world of like having everything always stay in the game, because we also have other things that are interesting as well. Like of modern artifacts or modern items or modern augments, and like if you keep everything, you just have so much bloat. How lit is Seattle during the World Cup? Oh, it's super lit. I have no clue though, because I haven't been going outside, but from what I've seen in the news reports and social media, it's super lit. Also, I think a lot of people who are remembering it fondly are probably people who just remember like the earlier days of X and therefore are romanticizing it. I don't actually think you guys would like it if like three Zephyrs were here and your backline was getting triple Zephyred right now. I think you guys would actually view it as cringe and unnecessary and like, why is this still in the game? It's just like, whatever. All it is just a 50-50 guess. Like, I think a lot of you guys are just like a lot of the people who actually are looking at things through rose-tinted glasses right now are just trying to. I think you're just rage baiting. Zephyr was definitely crit. A lot of people like hated Zephyr. My wife specifically went to Mordog one time and she said, I think Zephyr is a dumb item. It's too good. And then you know what Mordog said in response to my wife? Because my wife went to Mordog and complained about Zephyr. Dishsoap, thank you for the raid. I was actually telling a story. Because right now the topic is people said they wish Zephyr would come back, which I responded that you guys are completely unserious and should not be taken even remotely seriously. My wife went to Mordog and complained about Zephyr and said Zephyr is so stupid, it is way too strong and game warping. And you know what he said in response to her? He said, then why don't you build it? This is back when you could build Zephyr as an item. And she didn't have a response for that. 6 Darkstar. What do we have here? 6 Darkstar. Bar. Oh, wait. I thought Jedisor was going to play towards Shepherd because he built his Rage Blade. Ended up going into 6 Darkstar, 5 Shepherd. That's kind of cool. Giga Chad Mort Dog. I mean, the answer was because I don't think my wife wanted to build. I don't think she likes building items like Zephyr, but I thought that was interesting. There's no bonus points for winning ethically. Shroud was way worse. Well, I mean, I think the biggest problem is what I said before, which is getting it for free off of a late game carousel was the ultimate problem. It wasn't the fact that it existed. It was the fact that you could get them for if you were on the right side of carousel and it swung games. I feel like that part that has largely fixed itself. Oh, wow. Kayle immediately wraps. Oh, God. Also, Kansung Jong did, playing no scout, no pivot, getting a Primordian emblem here. 4 Primordian. Nasty work. Would it be more balanced if it was an artifact? Oh, it was a support item. So it ended up being pretty balanced, I think. But then Riot came out and said that no one thinks support items are fun. And I think that's like sadly true. I think support items are cool. But I think a lot of other people who probably played TFT casually did not think it was very fun. Because the only reason why Riot would ever say that was because they probably surveyed a bunch of people and did a bunch of game insight testing, and a lot of people probably responded like, I don't understand. Like, these support items are just like, yeah. They were kind of right. I mean, I don't agree, but I'm in the minority, so. I'm a person that loves the complexity of TFT and how intricate a lot of things are, but there's a lot of people who just don't think that's very interesting or fun. No scout, no pivot into branching out is degen gambling. A little bit, yeah. I don't know if he has a lot of reforgers, so it's entirely possible that he took craftsmanship and thought that he could eventually get it. I don't even think that's necessarily gambling. If you get like 5 reforgers through the course of the game, surely this branching out ends up landing on something good. So I think it's not degen gambling. Craftsmanship is just busted, right? I mean, Jedisor also eventually rolled into 6 Darkstar Emblem. I'm surprised that he never reforged his Shepherd Emblem, but I guess it's okay. What was that item that drained mana to the whole board? That was Shroud of Stillness. It was a mana reave. The whole board. Support items and artifacts should have been the same pool and it would have been better received. Maybe. I can't say definitively for sure. That's the kind of like territory where I think that sounds right, but who knows? Players are kind of weird in that sense. You can't really predict them. Dude, Jedisor renamed himself? No, it's just PBE. It's just PBE. Everyone's PBE's names are different. Some people go by their username, and some people go by username 1996. Can we deal with this Akali? The Akali keeps rapping every single time. It's close. Oh, Jinx. Oh, it's actually very, very close. Jedu sword, level 10, going against level 8, no scout, no pivot. How much stack is this now? 24? It's a lot. That is a lot. Is there a way we can optimize items? We only have 2 removers, so... Oh, we only have 1 remover, never mind. Yeah, I mean, I guess it is what it is at this point. Is it a side difference? There might be just too many things to kill, though. How's this guy Darkstar with 5 Shepherd? He has a Darkstar emblem and a Shepherd emblem. But the thing is, it's like lower cap because he's only playing like Alawi 2 as his front line as opposed to other units. So he's hoping that his trace can kick in. Oh. Oh, we're going to stage 7. Okay. It should be K Juicy. K Juicy. I wonder when Soju will stream again. Do you think he'll stream regionals and worlds? What if he just does? What if he just logs off and doesn't stream for any of them? Nah, he will. He will. President, thank you for the raid, brother. Hope we got good practice today. I guess this means that scrims are gonna wind down after this, right? Or are people still scrimming? Just some people taking a break because it's lunchtime. Well, it's lunchtime for me. I think it's afternoon for. Oh, we got the dragon now. So we took out Rost to play the dragon. I mean, that's a pretty beefy boy. Repurposing his tank items. Dragon is relatively close to these units, so after they die, his tanks die, they should eventually move on to it. God, he's moved to the back. Oh god, because of this training dummy. He should have moved the one over. Oh god, the Akali ganked us. Oh, oh my god, wait. Jhin is actually doing it? Okay, that was actually super close. That could have been really bad for Jedu's sword. If his because the crash test dummy forced the Akali to walk to the back, if he moved the dragon one over to the right, it would have actually aggroed a little bit more. That was actually really, really close. How good is the dragon? It's just a lot of stats. It's 6,000 HP, and it can also deal some damage as well. It's just a lot. It's just a lot. Okay, do you guys want to keep watching, like, the end of scrims? These are basically, like, final people doing scrims, or do you want to play some live? We have another lobby going with just, like, some stragglers. We could also just go and play some ranked games if you want. Up to you guys. I'll run a Twitch poll real quick. Scrims or ranked? Type 1 for scrims and 2 for ranked. If you guys care. If you don't care, you don't have to vote. But you can type 1 or 2. And I'm going to run some ads in the meantime. When will the patch be live? The patch will be live on Wednesday. The people scrimming are just mostly people that want to get extra work in because the scrim blocks are over and then the post-scrim blocks are also done. You can look at some results while we're waiting. A lot of fast 9. Wow. Vex 2, Vex 2, Vex. Caitlyn. Wow, Vex. 4 players in the top 4 all playing Vex. And then one lobby, reroll. Although it's like more printer than reroll. Intriguing. Looks like most people want to go live. All right, we'll go to live games. We'll go to some live games. Time to run it down. I will say that I don't really feel like that attuned to the live patch because I've been watching PB scrims, but at the same time, it's like not that different, right? You just basically play certain things that are better, like Gnar's a little bit better on live. And like you don't play Twisted Fate reroll. Kevin Parker. MF. I like playing MF. MF is a fun comp to play, a fun reroll play. Victor 3. Bancho Pal played Victor 3. 4 Psionic. Interesting. League is unlocked. Why do you have 50 LOL browsers? Because there's like different tournament realms for each patch for League of Legends. So that's just how they run it for tournament realm servers. All right, so if you guys are curious about what patch we're going to be playing on, it's going to be 16.5. But for the PB patch, all those patch stuff is live on Wednesday. I was told that there's going to be more additional things, like maybe try to make level 8 AP even a little bit better, but I don't know what else they would do to make level 8 AP even better, because it's not like these. I mean, do they want to buff the units even more? Buff LeBlanc and Karma even more? I mean, they buff 5 Shepherd and LeBlanc, so it's not like the Shepherd stuff is like unplayable. They can't really buff Nami too much outside of Space Groove. They buff Morgana again. Yeah, they buff Morgana. They buff LeBlanc. They buff Karma. They buff Shepherd. They buff Victor. So they're trying to make AP more playable. TrueXY released a video on Twitter if you didn't see that yet. Yeah, I watched it already about an hour and a half ago. So we did the patch notes rundown, and we went over almost all these changes. I mean, I think for the most part, a lot of what they say makes sense. There's not like a lot of things that I disagree with. At least nothing to the extent of like last patch, they buffed. What was it? They buffed early learnings from 1 to 8, and I remember that was pretty questionable. Let's do our today's putt. All right. Today's putt. I need an overview. So we're gonna be going here. What's par? Par is 6. Okay. Oh, wait. I had the wrong view. Okay, I think I should probably... Is there any shortcuts? I don't feel like I see any shortcuts. Oh, God. Oh, God, it's elevated. Oh, no! Oh, I totally misplayed this hole. Oh, I did not see that it was elevated. Okay, well... All right, here we go. Going to just aim up here. Okay. So I have to aim over this hump. So this is par 6. Is there any like, there's no like ways to do shortcuts, right? I don't see any like extra like other ramps or other different TP mechanics. Okay. So I guess we just, so this is just like an old fashioned, just mini putt past the obstacles. Ah! Okay. Well, I guess there is one way you can ramp off. I'm going to bounce off here then. Ah! Okay, I guess I can't go too hard. Oh, man. I don't think I'm going to make par 6, guys. Oh, great. I'm moving like a grandpa now. All right. What the... How is that even possible, man? All right, here we go. One shot this. I'm gonna one shot this bend. Boom. All right, that was a pretty pitiful attempt. If he gets hit by this red block, is it gonna go off? So I feel like par 6 on this is just like you have to play good fundies. This is just like a fundamental mini golf hole. Wait, maybe I can pop over this ramp. Maybe I can pop over this ramp into the hole. But I guess this is my last chance here. Ready? Boom. What? Okay, whatever. All right, loot sub. Here we go. Every stage, getting random loot.
Pathetic.
You go 8th here, so you can go first in your TFT game. I don't even think I'm that bad. I think I'm like part 11, but that's not even that bad. All right, so I have an early Primordian start. When's the patch notes rundown? It already happened. It dropped about 2 hours ago. Leona, Huntress. I have a Rek'Sai here as well. I didn't mean to buy this Leona, this Lysandra. I was thinking about buying Leona, but I don't think it really matters very much. I don't think Huntress is like super important. I do have TF though for like an early Stargazer start. A couple Samiras and Orns. I got 2 costs. I didn't get 3 costs, so maybe this is the whole Poppy here. Huntress. Huntress is good for Jax. Speedy double kill. I think Forge is generically pretty good. Think about playing around Forge somehow. Hellfire, Hatchet, Defiance. I think Hatchet is pretty good on Mastery. Or is it Defiance? Both are like okay. I guess like is Hatchet still good on Xayah? Let's go Hatchet here.
I'll savor this.
Seems still seems fine. Maybe I play this into actually let me see. Hellfire, Hatchet. Who's a better holder of this? I like it on Briar, but it's still decent on Xayah. So I think I try to still play towards Xayah with it. Am I playing like IE? I mean, Sword can go here as well. Briar's a good holder. Yeah, Briar's a good holder. The question is what I'm going to be doing afterwards. Probably sell Jax. Old Bastions. I'm trying to see if there's anybody that's also a particularly good holder of Hatchet besides it. It looks like it might just be Xayah. Let me see. So Xayah with Hellfire Hatchet. What's the build that you want to play? Red buff and Kraken? We'll see. I mean, Briar's still fine, right? I'm an early item holder. I can try it. Huntress, Xayah. Probably should help Xayah. I probably should help Jax then. But I was thinking about like these are just better units. The nice thing about Huntress is that not only people are going to be trying to play towards Xayah. Oh yeah, this is also not Scrim, so I should change my screen a little bit. Okay, Kayle offers items and Evelynn offers deadly bargains.
I'll savor this.
I'm gonna start off with playing a bruiser here. Stargazers. Don't think these are like useful. Alawi, Leona, Diana, or so many 3 costs. It makes me think that there's something playable here, but I think I'm just gonna chill. Is Vito's gonna be playing on next patch? Yes. Joe Bookmark. Bookmark is playing TFT. Self-destruct. Worth the wait, Twisted Fate. Looks like he's selling it to play Gnar. Just don't play. Do I want to hold on to Gwen here? Playing towards Xayah right now. I think holding on to this is probably fine. Holding on to Ornn. Because Ornn is a Bastion that can tie into the Aatrox. Steamroll. Ooh, Anvil Transformation is really good. I need the bows, right? This doesn't really matter. You just take any unit. You take the units more than anything. I'm gonna take MF. MF can be a challenger here. MF is a pretty good holder of like the red buff stuff too. Do you say I'm IE? Aatrox, Ezreal. I won this fight, last fight. I should probably try to win again. Challenger mode. Pop. Kind of need this bow. This is extra. Am I making steadfast then? Looks like I win this fight. Holly. This is 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Kiss, kiss.
I could like make 10 gold here if I sell everything. Am I right? 5. This is 23, 25, 26, 27, 28. Oh no, I'm off. What am I talking about? Just kidding. I'm off by like a lot. I think I counted this as a 2-star. Is it legal to look at stats and things when you're in a TFT tournament? Yes. If you are online and remote. If you are in person at LAN, you are not allowed to. Ho! Xayah. Ho. Feel like I should try and play around that somehow. And then this for the last whisper. Vest on Ornn. My God, he is so good at the game. He is so good at the game. How does he do it? How does he do it? Woo! 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 I'm Weaver as well. So I'm looking for Maokai, right? Zakali. Okay. So units that I don't need are on the right here. I don't think I need this Belveth. I don't really need this talent either, but it is something that it could activate Huntress. I think I'll go front line here. Jax.
Time to go home.
Let's go.
I missed red buff. Oh my God. That's unfortunate. Why not reforge a glove then here? So I have this. I guess I'll go Kraken then. It's all good. Akali 2. See if I want to see if I can keep winning. Oh, this guy has Gragas too. Don't know if I'm gonna beat that. Hold up. Might be able to though. Nice. That's actually a huge win. 32, 34. This is 40. 40. Baron's Lair. That's huge, I think. Soul Awakening. I think Baron's Lair is really good though. Let me see. Your team gets 1 AD and AP. So after 10 seconds, you get 10 AD and AP, and after this, you get 15. I think I like Baron's Lair more right now. Warmogs, that's great. I'll take that. Okay. Dude, these Huntress hexes are just so troll. These hexes are just giga troll. Allies and power hexes gain 15% attack speed. Stargazers gain 15% more and heal 15% when a marked enemy dies. I think I lose this fight barely. Yeah, my front line's a little bit too weak, and he has Gwen too with Radiant decap. You can play a better front line with Soul because you don't care by Shred. It's pretty close. I think the difference maker is that I'm lacking frontline items, so I think making that frontline item is really valuable. That's basically the deciding factor there. 3 Space Groove, 3 Primordian. Gnar. What's like being Mordog's favorite? I mean, all I did was hit a single Xayah. I haven't hit anything else. Can you guys relax? You guys are making it seem like I won the game already. This guy already has naturaled Jax 2 and took Trait Tree. See, it's not even good. I lost. All right, so... Oh. Oh. Okay. Well, I mean, his board sucks. What can I say? Random Emblem. I'll take this. This will be a random bow.
Rejoice at your redemption.
Ooh. Oh, no, this is just another bow. I was like, another bow, but... Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Yeah. Who's taking the random emblems? Who's taking the random emblems? Tiniest Titan. Calculate lost Pandora's items. Radiant item. He's still rolling his radiant item. Give me this guy while he's still rolling his radiant item. Jax 2. That's really good, actually. Another bow. Red buff. Okay, now we're in business. Okay, now it's pretty good. Okay, now it's pretty good. Yeah, now it's pretty good. Yeah, it's pretty good. And I got him before he rolled his radiant item. Excellent.
Meet your fate.
So my Xayah items are done. I need frontline items. This sword can be an extra carry item. So I need another tier, and I could go double vow. Start rolling for Nunu and Tom Kench. Warren is here as well. Miss Kaisa too. The thing about this Huntress thing is like it's just so weird to position like this, isn't it? It feels like it's just so strange to me to position like this. I'm on the opposite side of these guys. It just feels like I should be positioning like here, but at the same time, I don't really want anybody to be close to Xayah. Just strange, man. So I can always go on Samira, I think. Boom, boom. 43, 46, 47. Can you explain the Stargazer? I'm a bit new. This Stargazer, it's called the Huntress. So it basically gives your team a bunch of attack speed and also potentially healing for your tanks. So I get 15% attack speed, which is kind of nice for Xayah because she scales off attack speed. So it's like good for her. And then whenever I kill units that are specifically high HP, I can heal my max HP tank. So I'm going to want to tank Nunu this game because that's what makes it good with the Huntress. Another Jax. Am I late for the patch rundown? Yeah, I already finished it. Sorry. Ross too. That's good. I will go another Vow. I will go Giant Slayer if I need, I guess. Ditch this. I guess I'll take another tier because it gives me another Nunu item, which is fine. Extra tier is fine here. I sell this guy, don't really care about it. I sell Ezreal, don't really care about this guy. This guy leveled and rolled on 4-1 and missed everything. Okay. Okay. Interesting. Vitality, Second Wind. Second Wind is really good, I think. Oh, Focus Fire. I already have Baron's Lair, though. I think Second Wind makes the most sense here.
Let us begin.
I have this for frontline. Horn 2. I go to their Jax.
Need me to hold back?
Blitzcrank. 3 Bastion. I have Nunu here.
Controls. It's time to conquer the galaxy.
Ah, but I wanted to dance.
The thing is, I just don't have like items. I don't want to like play around him very much. Morgana 2. I only have 1 Xayah. This guy is Xayah really contested? I mean, I assume Nunu is contested. And I assume that it's possible that I end up kind of committing towards Jax as my main tank with the Huntress. I really want Nunu, but I don't think I'm supposed to roll here. I'm playing this random Akali for Shred. Let me see. Oh god, the cashed out is Steering Short Bow. Tom Kench, Nunu 2. Marauder? Wait, he's playing Diana. 7 Meeple, Gragas 3, Space Groove. So there's not that many Nunus out. I mean, this guy has 1 Nunu, I guess.
Mechanical failure.
Okay, I'm feeling kind of strong.
I wasn't joking when I said nothing stands.
Feeling kind of strong. He has Nunu too. This guy? Yeah, he's also not itemizing it. I think I need this. I think I'm lacking econ. I think I need the 2-star 4 cost. I need something kind of big here. I'll take a Visage, which is fine. Better than like the Tear and the Rod. Oh, wait, no. It's -1 gold. It's component anvils. I have anvil buffet. Okay, oops. Sorry. -1 gold. 2-star Xayah. Boom, 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 boom. 2-star Xayah. 2-star Tarkench. 2-star Yi. Nunu. Nunu 2. Shen. Xayah pair. I can go another Vow for Nunu. Xayah only goes over Aatrox if I have Lost Whispers, so.
This was our world first.
Dude, look at this Huntress Jax just tanking. Crazy. Xayah 1. I'm on Nunu pair, Maokai pair. I don't actually think I can get TK, right? TK is going to be really hard to hit. Should I roll here at all? TK2. TK is going to be impossible to hit, so... Too many people hit it. This guy is TK2. What? He had everything. The hell? Okay. Guess he's just better. The lobby seems giga weak. Yeah, this guy seems giga weak. It makes sense. 2-star Mac, Anima cash out, 3-star Urgot. The answer to why roll is because I don't have my upgrades. And I don't think you can push to 9 on 1-star Xayah, 1-star Nunu, 2-star Jax.
The unrighteous will burn.
Do these become... I'm gonna roll. I'll take this. Extra gold.
Hear my words.
Oh, wait, what? Oh, Xayah 2 is in my shop. Oh, sick. So I think I'm going to do this, and I'll go Steadfast here. Warmogs. And then I'll go triple Vow, I guess. Nunu 2. Actually, I don't even know if Nunu 2 exists right now. This guy has 1 Nunu. This guy has 3 Nunus. This guy has 3 Nunus. I think there might only be 1 Nunu left. Oh wait, maybe. I think I need a little bit more damage here. IE. I could roll for a Maokai too. That's about it. I don't think I can hit Nunu 2 reasonably. This Jax might be time to sell as well. Just because I like kept holding Jax in case I was going to be rolling and hitting a lot of copies of Jax, but now I'm starting to think that's not the case. Although I just lost, I think I have to roll again. That guy had 1 of the Nunus. So I guess there's a couple of Nunus out. Should I be rolling here?
Into the dark.
Maokai 2, that helps. I think this is just like a regular. I think this is just like a roll on a top 4 type thing, if I can. I think there's too many new news out. No, I didn't find a single time catch this game. This guy's on Mastery 1 for Psionic. Oh no, he's Gragas 3, just kidding. Yeah, my spot's pretty bad, I'd say. This guy's dead. What up, Remek? How you doing? This guy's probably winning out. And this guy ended up win streaking because he hit the whole board. Unlucky.
The time for talk is over.
I think I just have to roll and see if I can hit. Shin. Can't hit Nunu too. And then I rotate back into Salty on cooldown. I mean, I hit like 5 cost I was looking for on 8s, but I still think that this is, generally speaking, a pretty low roll game. I think the only thing that's fortunate happened was that I hit Xayah on 5. Dodge Anima? Yeah, I mean, I still lose, though.
Behold the righteous flame.
So I'll just take this, but can't hit my front line. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, just unlucky. I mean, I got hit with a 4-way contest on my front line, and I just didn't hit, so all good. I think Morgana 2 as the tank was the play. On Huntress. So you just like forego your Huntress benefits. I mean, that doesn't sound right, but I mean, maybe. I'm dead. I mean, it's just unfortunate. Like, I can't hit my front line, and one guy hit his front line, and one guy was me. So it is what it is. I'm stuck on Jack's 2 tank. If you're on Xayah and you just like stuck on 8 and you can't hit your front line, you just die. So it is what it is. Lobby was weak. I mean, don't blame that guy, man. He doesn't know better. You can't flame the chatters who like don't know like context of the lobby. Oh man. Oh crap. I was trying to roll over the hump. I mean, it is what it is. Like, that guy had no Xayahs, and all he hit was Nunu 2, and he rolled early as well with new recruits. So he was actually on Giga low econ, but he ended up hitting. So it is what it is. It's just unlucky. I played a multi-way contested line and was punished. Okay. I need to do this better. I can't do 10 over par. Ooh. Oh, nice. Okay. This angle is so awkward though. Okay, I think I'm just gonna spend this one to try and see if I can get past. Ooh, okay. Oh my god, this one's going so much better. I think it's partly because when you learn the hole, you like learn what to do. Okay, let me see if I can knock this one off and see if I can go. Oh, there's no shortcut. All right. Okay, here we go. Here's the line. Here's the line. It was a very low cap lobby. Yeah. Yeah, you're right. You're right. Bogey, 7 strokes. I mean, that's good enough. 7 strokes, good enough. I can understand why you think that. I don't necessarily agree, but I think I can see why you would think that. What is your possible out like that, Kindred? What's my possible out? So if I look at that game again, 7 strokes. 7 strokes is pretty good. I mean, maybe I need to take econ here. Second wind. Level to 8s. Xayah pair. And I had 20. I had 30 gold to roll. I mean, I hold these extra jaxes for no reason. I probably should have just like... Yeah, made peace with it. But like this guy is actually crazy. He leveled to 8 at 4-1. He should not be hitting Xayah 2 and Tahm Kench 2. I guess he had Tahm Kench 1. But like not hitting a TK. Oh yeah, it's because TK gives you econ as well. He also had Timebreaker Emblem. I guess that's why. In the end though, it was like kind of it was just like it is what it is. And then once I missed here, even though I'm really high in HP, the lobby was like pretty high cap because it's prismatic. Like I know that the chatter said it's low cap lobby, but he's just wrong. So don't worry about it. It's a prismatic lobby. It's definitely not low cap at all, and I got punished for having 1-star frontline. I got giga trolled by you. This fucking Demacian Raptor guy just rolls up with Nunu 2 playing 7 Space Groove. That's his Smurf. He's playing on Ice Cream Shop. It's so weird. I queue up, my mod just takes my front line. Fuck you, Demacian Raptor. Timed out. Hi, just to let you know that your TFT study hall link leads to a 404 not found page. Next time I'm in a game with that guy, I'm just holding his unit, just being like, I mean, like if I roll for Samira 3 with this, and he's gonna be like, why the hell are you holding Samira 3? And I'll be like, I mean, I'm playing Xayah, man. I'm playing snipers. I mean, looking at the money, maybe a 4-5 instead of 4-2. If I rolled at 4-5, how many Nunus are going to be left for the lot? How many Nunus and Tahm Kenches are going to be left if I roll at 4-5? I need to at least get one. -3 Nunus. I mean, I can't find it. It is what it is. Or the econ options. It was silver. There was not many econ options at 4-2. On 4-2, my econ options were teaming up. I could get 2-3 costs. Vampiric Vitality. I mean, isn't it just unlucky? That guy who was carrying Ezreal 2 and Samira 2, and then he all of a sudden TPs into everything upgraded. That's just unlucky, man. And he was level 8 true 0, leveling early with new recruit. So like it's just unlucky. It is what it is. It is what it is. Like he hit something. The Nunu 2 is fine, but like it's crazy that he still hits everything else on no gold. How do you get the TFT added on for the game? You go to tftacademy.com/overlay. tftacademy.com/overlay, and you click this download button. And what's really important is after you click the download button, you go to your folder and you open it up. And then it should install. That's how you get it done.
Our
Thanks for asking, man. Loot subscription. All right, here we go. Loot subscription. Oh, it was loot sub last game as well. We need a TFT Academy version for mobile or iPad. Yeah, unfortunately, that market is not very big, nor does it exist in the technology form. So we don't have the technology for it, sadly.
Twilight fades.
Let's finish this.
I mean, how many people here actually play exclusively on your mobile? Not many people, right? Aatrox pair. Ezreal. I have Teemo 2. A Huntress.
Feel the sun's glory.
I have Jinx. Jinx Bel'Veth is pretty good. I think I like that over Teemo. Just 'cause Teemo with no bows is like not very good. I'd rather just play around this and then hold Gragas. Because at least Teemo 2 was like something to play around, but in general, I'm not that as big a fan. I will hold Gragas. That's about it, I guess. Legion of Threes, late game scaling, or Blood Offering. Loot sub. It's gold. Contract Killer. They're buffing it next patch. Next patch, you can take it. Late game scaling, Legion of Threes. Legion of Threes with loot sub. It's actually pretty good because late game scaling. Okay, so Legion of Threes. There's a chance that this gives emblems as well, right? So let's take Legion of Threes. Meepo. Ooh. Meepo. Cell. Meepo here. I skipped an early Veigar. Just one. Gnar too. Oh my god. I played TFT on a treadmill, unlimited cardio session. How do you play TFT on the treadmill? That just feels like you're not you like, how do you push the buttons correctly? I feel like you can't. I guess I just sell all this. I'm trying to play towards Meeple Emblem or Meeple of some kind. Is it Veigar more than Gnar? I have like Vow into Jewel Gauntlet. It might just be Corki. It might just be Corki, actually.
Let's wrap this up.
Legion of Threes into Corki. Is that even good? Doesn't sound good either. Because then I'm not really getting any Legions value. I can't imagine small phone. Dude, TFT on small phone sounds miserable. Birthday reunion, calc loss, Legion of Threes, birthday reunion, early game learnings. Into what? Jinx? Trade sector? Yasuo and Thresh. Maybe I take Thresh and I get Reforgers. Thoughts? Maybe I get Thresh and I reforge my Legion of Threes. My boyfriend exclusively plays Linux on his phone, or plays on his phone as a Linux user. Wow, he's so different. Linux users. They're so unique, man. They're so different. Linux. Maybe the first person I heard had that combination. A mobile TFT player and a Linux user. They do exist. It's true. They do exist.
For eons.
Is there like a 3-cost line I could play with this setup? I'm holding on to Timebreaker, but I'm not really out. Maybe I have to hold a Kayle here. I think I should actually. Over Ezreal.
Let's go.
I'm not holding Ornn and Victor. They're like my 3 costs. Ornn's like really important for a lot of Legion of 3's comp sets. I'm not sure though. Random Boon versus Cosmic Hex. I think it's got to be Random Boon, because even if I'm playing Cosmic Hex, I'm not even buffing any of these guys. This is Corky, Last Whisper Vow. And I just play some boring Legion of 3's Corky game. I don't think I can play into anything else. The Meeple. 7 Meeple. Unless I'm missing something. MF. 4 free rerolls.
Clean this galaxy from the inside out.
Challenger mode. I mean, it's possible that I could play MF. Maybe I should have held the Ornn. I think I should have held the Ornn, actually. Samira 2. Okay. Samira 2 is pretty good. For Kayle 2. Legion of 3's.
Catch.
Replicator MF Meeples? Come on. Brand new sentence. Replicator MF Meeple. Bro just typed 3 words he saw on his screen. Probably not this. Velvet 2. Diana.
My eyes are open.
Calculate loss. Jax 2. I mean, maybe I do try to play some MF. Maybe I do try to play some MF. I can also play MF Victor. Generally not that big of a fan of it, though. We'll wait to see what happens with Loot Sub. Loot Sub can also give her Forgers as well, which is kind of nice. Play Samira Fizz. That might be the best idea I've ever heard you say. Samira Fizz? That sounds good.
Kiss, kiss.
It's like Kiz without Kaisa. True. Yeah. Is Conduit MF good? I actually did play Victor Conduit MF. But the thing is, I had 5 Victors, like, naturally. I just kept hitting Victor, 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 Victor.
I'll savor this.
So, not sure if that's going to happen here. I'm guessing no. I'm waiting to see what happens. I somehow won 2 out of 5 despite playing a trash board, so we'll see what happens out the loot sub. The loot sub might give me something really good. I'm not saving any items in anticipation of it.
Kiss, kiss.
Gnar and Vhagar. Sword. A Gnar pair. Probably just DB. MF. So, what do I have here? Another 3 cost. Probably need more frontline here.
Galaxy from the inside out.
Jinx. Could sell this guy, I think. Put the Corky in the bag. Eh.
Catch.
I have MF pair. Isn't there like an argument to actually playing into MF here? With Legion of Threes. Why am I holding on to an extra Briar? Oops. What are your thoughts about double up? Why haven't you not seen a competitive level? Because the game's not designed or balanced around double up. So the double up inherently as a game mode is not like very balanced, and it's not very competitive. But it's like a fun game mode. Bronze for life, explosive growth. Explosive growth until level 8 quirky. It's probably that, or I could take big grab bag here and reforge my emblem. I have Gnar too. So now it's starting to look like I should be playing towards Meepo. Oh, we have 4 Meepo already, so this can come out and I can play this. So sell this. I have stone plates. I think it's Vow actually. It's IE Rage Blade. I can go Rage Blade on Gnar. Probably is going to be 7 Meepo. So I actually think I'm going to play towards Gnar now. Gnar. Yes. This guy's quite strong. Oh crap, I did not mean to make that. Actually, you know what? I'm just gonna play Timebreaker with this now. Sniper, 2 out of 3 Meepo. I could play this. 3 Meepo. Gonna sell all this. Meepo this. Belt. And then I have 4 Meepo. I just need to find Fizz / Cork. Yeah, I might roll next turn. I might level next turn and roll a little bit. Gnar is an S tier comp? Wow. Yep. Are you going to play all PB with this long of a PBE season? Burnout alert. Me? I'll be traveling part of PBE season to go to do EWC, I think. Cryogenic Hex. I need that for my front line. Wow, I missed on everything. I missed on everything. Okay. I missed on Meepo. I missed on Rod. I missed on... Yeah. That's not good. That's not good. 5 Meepo. Unlucky. Very, very unlucky. Should I be rolling here? It's possible that I actually just play towards Corky anyways, though. Wow, he's reading YouTube chat? No way. Wait, what? I read YouTube chat every stream, man. Unless you're just impressed that I'm a TFT player that can read. In that case, I understand the surprise. I am an endangered species. Two EXP. Nothing wrong with rolling for Gnar and 7 Meeple on 7. Gorgy Flurp, can you like suggest a good play? I know you're like trolling a little bit. I need some good plays out of you. I need some good plays. Can you suggest a good play, please? I love the Academy website. Thank you, man. Why can no card game player read? Card game players? Oh, they can read. They just choose not to. TFT players literally can't, though. What up, Eric? How you doing, man? I hit my 3-star Gnar with Bis items and I win 7th. I need to actually learn how to play this comp. Oh, this is a bad Gnar game. This Gnar game is not supposed to... This is not a good Gnar game. I'm pretty sure this spot from Gnar is pretty bad, actually. But I am, like, theoretically uncontested. But I think this spot for Gnar is not very good, sadly. I have to all in next turn and roll. I also need every meeple. Make sure I don't miss it. Chick. Xayah, a gold. Okay. Gnar. Gnar again. Oh.
By force of will.
Miss Karma. Oh, I have 7 people that way. Whoops. I sold pair for no reason. No Rage Blade. No Rage Blade. Okay. I might be dead, guys. I missed everything. I need to hold on to the mech guy. URFs, grab bag. 10 meeple? I actually might need that, actually. It's also an out. Okay, hold on. Rage Blade. Oops. So I have this. I have this. Blitz. Karma's fine here as well. 3 meeple. So I have this here. This is probably better. Karma.
Into the dark.
And then what is the rest here? Red buff. It's probably just GS on Corky.
Nope.
10 meeple bailout? I mean, I need the... I don't even know if I'm at the bailout stage yet. I was rolling for Corky too, though. Oh! Gnar! No, I lost. That's not good. That's not good. 31. 10 meeple. I don't think I'm gonna get there, but it gave me N out. I don't know if it's actually gonna happen though. Ooh. Yeah. Do I need to keep rolling? Tom Kench, Karma, Jin. Fish should be better. True. What does that guy have? Jin 2 at what? Gen 2 on 8s. I mean, what? That's very common. So if I get another Meepo emblem, then what happens? Fizz comes out and I play Jhin or something, I guess. Maybe a sniper. Oh, this guy. Oh, I see. 2 people have Gen 2s, I see. I mean, he probably got off birthday reunion, though. Solar Hex. I can't use that at all. I just take Thresh for the roll of bones. Bard. But I don't really need that item. I guess it's fun. I guess I'll just take Visage, I guess. It is what it is. I mean, overall, this spot was like really cooked from the get-go, right? 3, 5, 5. Karma 2, Fizz.
Now this I like.
Jhin. I need this Meepo to be buffing this. I'm trying to roll for Corki too. I also kind of need to find like one more Gnar. Man, this spot is like dicey. This spot is dicey. I can see a world where I get out of this, but I can also see a world where I just like crash and fail miserably. 14. I'll come back for Fizz. I need the gold. I'm trying to roll for one more Gnar. I'm trying to roll for like Corki 2. Poppy 2 is even a big upgrade as well. 33. Deep Sea. Corki 2. Okay. That's nice. I guess that's good enough. Plus, I did pick up the Veigar again, so now I have the 10 Meeple if I need it. I get a Meeple Emblem. I can cut someone for Jhin. Who do you even cut for Jhin?
Tread carefully.
Bard? Yeah, probably, actually. Bard just buffs the Meeps. Oh, nice. Extra gold. We take those. $22.
Torment comes.
Okay. This is like acceptable. This is Meeple plus Last Whisper, which is like fine, I guess. Meeple. Am I Meepling Shen or am I Meepling Jhin? I think Jhin. I think it makes more sense here. You have the Thresh boon. Oh, that's true. I could wait for the Thresh boon here. Wait for the free rerolls. I also need to find one more Gnar. I don't think I can finish rolling until I can go for like one more Gnar here. Because I'm at 22. It's so close. To secure like placements, I think I need to get this Gnar 3, so. Okay. Oh, one more Gnar. I have Gnar 3. Poppy 2. That's pretty big. What can this be? A Timebreaker and a Nova? I guess I'm just gonna make Last Whisper here. I'm just gonna make Last Whisper and then see what happens. Like maybe I get like another item off of Thresh. I should have waited for the spat. And then I could have made 10 meeple. No, I don't have another way to generate spat, right? There's no way. If you play eco, you can hit 10. Yeah, but I need to hold this bard, right? One gold. Okay. Kind of doable. If I was at like 30, oh my god, two people just hit blitz too. That's not good. This guy is looking kind of strong. I'm spreading out because I want Nunu to aim like here at the bottom left. Three cost print is more gold. Wait, is it? I thought one cost being printed over 3 turns is more gold. How much gold is a 3 cost print? So you're saying I should print more than 1? Let me look at it real quick. What? 2, 5? Oh, it prints 8 gold. Oh, okay. What did I get? I got health. That's reasonable. But I might die. If he dies, he dies. If he dies, he dies. Oh, God. It's a Kayle, Velvet. Okay, his TG rolled pretty good stuff. Quicksilver, Warmogs, Rageblade, Red buff. Okay, but Gnar's disgusting. Counterpoint? Gnar's disgusting. If I win one more, I think I can get to 10. If I can win one more, I think I can get to 10.
Lock 'em up.
5. More combat. That's not good. I could go Meepo Emblem on the back because it's damage amp. And just go like tank item here. Sterix is also fine just for the AD. 45 AD. I mean, it's not that bad. Let's do this. Am I same side as these guys? Is Nunu casted backwards? Uh-oh, my even shroud is dead. Thank God I have a last whisper. Frodan Bish strikes again. Frodan Bish strikes again. Frodan Bish diff. Thank God you have last whisper and even shroud. You genius. Frodan, you genius. That's what I was saying, man. Sometimes your even shroud dies and you just need to have redundancy. 2 free rerolls. I think now I have to print 1 costs. Because I think I only have 2 turns to get this done. 52. D-Pay, thank you for the raid. D-Pay, I think I clutched it with Frodan Biss. You proud of me, buddy? I know you are. Okay, so now I got the, if I can win this fight, I'm like guaranteed. But this guy is really strong. I don't know if I'm guaranteed. Also, Fjord 2 rolled a pretty good TG. What is with my opponents rolling amazing Thieves Gloves? And then when is it going to be my turn? Oh, wait. Okay, I may or may not have steamrolled this Fast 9 board. What? Gnar is broken, man. What is this? I think I may have done it, guys. Have a good stream. Thank you, D-Pay. Wait, D-Bait, are you playing in week 1? You are, right? Okay, you're playing week 1. Okay, never mind. Good luck. Good luck getting to week 2. Chat, can we wish D-Bait good luck in week 2? 68. I mean, I'm there, right? I said the level of 10. If I get to 10, what do I take out? I think I take out probably Mech Man, right? Because Mech Man, I already have so much frontline with the 10 Meepo. Don't need anything else. Oh, yeah. And that's actually good that loot sub didn't give anything. So I have this. I have this. I have enough Meep Lords now. Bard 2 is huge. Poppy can be here. Death Cap. Oh yeah. Meep Lord bottom right. Laugh it up, guys. Throw all your jokes at me. They just bounce off me like this Meep Lord, like the damage bumps off this Meep Lord's glorious tummy. Later, Joe. Welcome back to TFT. What is this luck? Luck? This is actually skillful positioning. You think this is luck? This is entirely intentional, man. Which Meep Lord would you be? Which one's like the smart, handsome, up, like in the know one? The one that's definitely like too cool for school. It's that one.
The stars align.
Is he trying to go Nunu 3 or something? Samira? He has a Samira 2 on the bench. Top left is our goat Skara. Woo, man, that game was looking kind of bad. Thank God we got the 10 Meeple, man. Holy cow. That one was a barn burner. Okay, you know what? Credit where credit's due. Shout out to the 8 gold printed by Fizz from Raptor. That was a good call. That was a good call. What's up, boss? Hope you had a good Papa's Day. I did, man. Did you see what my wife gave me? My wife gave me a custom Pokemon card. Best dad ever. She took a real photo of us. And this is a photo that's actually on our... it was me when I was playing with my block with my son. And she gave me this one. It was very cute.